Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
All right, what is going on, entertainment? So time come to y'all with another Love Island after show, and we talking episode 26 and 32. And I have my co-host here, PYT at the bottom, and I am Kaya at the top. And we talking Love Island. What is going on, ladies? Okay,
hey,
bombshells.
Hey.
F it up, sis.
Y'all bombshells or y'all Casa girls?
I'm a bombshell.
Bombshells.
You're a bombshell? Okay,
she's a call them. What did Love Kevin say? The flames. The flames.
The flames. The flames. Okay, period. All right, so we're going to be talking about episode 26 to 32 and also some of the social media things that's been going on in regards to Love Island. Even season 7, y'all. It's been a lot of stuff going on within these past few days, especially social media wise. So first, let's start off with the alliances, okay? Mm-hmm. I feel like around the ending weeks, alliances to me start to form because it's getting to the end. We know Sunday's the finale. And, you know, the girls and the boys are thinking, hey, I want to win the money with my couple at the end of the day, okay? That is the goal, right? That they want to win the money. What alliances do you see forming that's like strong and, you know, to the forefront at this point?
Well, at first I would have said the core girls, but we see that that's mixed up.
Right.
And then Corbin and Parmita, I would have said Corbin, Parmita, Casey, and Titi, but they're gone. So at this point, I don't know what alliance is strong at this point. At this point right now, after that episode we just fell off from, I don't know. But before this, I would have said the group of Mel, Anaya, Trinity, and Kata. That's what I would have said.
But it looked like they kind of targeted each other. And I feel like the reason why it was for more pure game than their actual feelings. Because if it was their actual feelings, I feel like they probably wouldn't have put some of the votes that went the way that they did this week. But it was more so like, especially when it came to them targeting like Melanie. I feel like Melanie and Sincere, like some of them did it because they're like, oh, America probably loves them. You know, let's try to get them up out of there because we want the money. Not well knowing that we don't like them together, at least.
Right.
Yeah. Together, at least for sure.
So, I definitely feel like Kenzie finna be out of there.
Soon, okay.
That silence that happened when she asked whether or not they feel like she would have went.
Do you think if I was up for elimination and you guys had to stand behind me, would you guys have stood behind me? Everybody's like, Trinity's like, I don't think we should talk about that.
That means yes, without saying it.
Right.
I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have asked that question.
I want to know how long that
I'm interested to know
before the editor said, okay.
You're right. Okay, let's cut it here.
I'm interested to know, like, I don't know. I feel like they probably did this for Kenzie, but I'm interested to know if it was the three of them up there, how they would have did that vote. Would it still been the same stand behind who you want to stand behind? That's what or they just did that specific because they knew Kenzie was going to be saved because they knew Kenzie was going to win that challenge.
I honestly feel like low-key exactly how it was would exactly be how it would be. Kenzie would have to face that harsh reality that no one really believed in her couple like that, to be honest.
Right.
I feel like where everybody was standing was what it was, even if she was up there. And honestly, I was mad at myself when I didn't peep with what Ariana had said when she said that this is an important position to be in, or whatever she said that alluded to there was going to be something going towards the winner of that challenge. But I screamed at my TV because I was just like, why they keep saving this girl? Oh my God.
They said it was
with a crown on her head.
Because that mass dumping got rid of 3 white people. It was getting really vanilla in there. And they see that they don't want another repeat. They said we need at least some white person in here, and they trying to hold on, but you already got Bryce. He's white. That's your white person for the finale, okay? We don't need Kenzie, okay? We don't need her.
Why are you trying to get rid of me? I just don't like it. Right.
He's not even happy anymore. Remember how we were talking about we can see we starting to see Melanie's bones. She's sucking the life out of her, like on what was it, Little Mermaid, when
Right.
homegirl was sucking the life out of her.
Ursula. Right.
Ursula. And I
Right.
feel like the same way we saw Casey slowly but surely smile dimming, I feel like the less splits Kenzie is making, the more unhappy she is looking. And it's like, why would
No,
we
it's but
sit and
she can't
support that?
explore no more. Y'all know she said exploring is like a handshake. So the fact that she can't explore no more,
Shake hands anymore.
it's too, girl. She don't know what to do. Okay. She's just like, oh my
Exactly.
God, I can't kiss other guys but Dylan. And you know,
I thought it was a little fun to have a
right. Carl
roster.
is looking really good, and I never explored him. So I'm thinking
Right.
of exploring Carl, but I don't want to piss off Anaya. Like, I know in the back of her mind, she's thinking that.
You guys think that if she didn't get called out, do you think she still would have been exploring, or she was really feeling Dylan when she said she did?
I feel like she would have tried to explore, but maybe not kiss. But she would have tried to talk and maybe let the guy make the first move so she don't look that bad. No shade. Kenzie is a monster, okay? Girls like her, they are man eater. Y'all know the song, she's a man eater, make it right, make it right.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it was his tears that kind of sort of was the nail in the coffin to her roster, to be
right.
honest. So I feel like it's one of those situations where she would have to just be as honest as possible. Like that point in time, like I think 2 episodes ago when she was just like, this ain't working. I think that would have been the point in time where she would have to be like, well, I'm gonna go talk to other people and I hope that you'll come
Right,
you. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna make like a banana and split over there. I don't think
right.
that she would like just sit unhappy in her couple because that wasn't what she was doing this entire time. So I don't foresee that. I feel like his tears kind of was just like, okay, well let me stay right here because this is awkward now. Like there's nothing else for me. Like it kind of sort of everybody put her back up against her wall because now her friends are thinking that she don't know how to settle down, and now her man is thinking that she's just gonna keep continuing the cycle and being like the sincere Rita, I guess you could
Right.
say.
And then also in this the first few episodes, we end up seeing a fallout between Jen and Gal. You got my Gal. Now this is the episode where, of course, Jen ends up going home. So at this point, they could barely even talk to each other. Jen is looking at Gal all types of nasty, like you dirty foot bastard. You feel me? Like I saved you, and you are literally turning on me. And Amor decides to hit her with an alley-oop and said, "Girl, she been talking about you all day in that dressing room, running your name through the mud." Okay, what did you guys think about Amor doing that alley oop? Because I thought that was very funny to try to save herself before she was on that chopping block. Like she really tried her best to stay in that villa because Amor wanted that vacation, and I don't even blame her. I want to go
Yeah,
to Fiji,
I don't
straight
blame her
up.
either. I think it's one of those things where if I was in her shoes, I might have did something similar, but I would have said it a little different. Because how she said it was,
Right,
I ain't gonna hold you. That girl ain't fucking with you. Like
right. She
she
was just
said it
like,
so.
right. She was just talking about you in the dressing room. I'm like, oh
She said,
damn.
"This is my last hoorah. This is the last. This is the Hail Mary. We're gonna see if it works." But I feel like, if I was her, I would have just went another way around it. Like, oh, you were talking to Jen. Where do y'all stand? Oh, y'all not messing with each other. I bet. Let me go to Jen. Okay, where do y'all
Right.
stand? Oh, y'all really not messing with each other. Oh, okay. We gonna see how this go. I feel like she should have been more strategic from an outside perspective of how clean her face would have been. But I low key feel like Gaul was, regardless of what she said, Gaul
Oh,
wasn't
she
about to
was
choose
gone.
Jen.
She's a
Jen was
goner.
gone.
Right. Like if I was a Moore, I would have been like a gal because Amore changes her voice when she's talking to gal. It's so funny. Like she'll be like, "Oh my god!" So I would have been like, "I really care about you, gal," and it hurts my. I would have hit him with emotions. It hurts my feelings when I hear people like bashing you, and it's like, oh my god, I heard them and heard the dressing
I
room
don't
just
mean to
running your
change the
name through the
subject, but
mud.
real quick, somebody said
Mhm.
on, I think it was Twitter, that is, speaking of voice change, that Trinity finally dropped her corporate America voice.
Oh,
So now
she
we're fine.
did. No, she did though. No shade, she did. She sure did. She sure did. She cussing up now, all that. Okay, she did drop it. I did notice that.
Yes.
So, of course, a more interstitial on Gal, and then we have eliminations. Okay,
Mhm.
and one of the eliminations is Mrs. Jen. Okay, and Jen was very sad to go because, of course, who wants to not stay in Fiji and get paid to just sit around and talk and act like you trying to fall in love? But
Right.
she was happy because Ariana said, "Guess what? You're not the only one going home." She said, "Thank God." Not gonna lie, that would have been me. Let me get eliminated from a show. I'd be like, please, can y'all send somebody else home so I don't feel that bad?
Right.
Right. She's like, thank God. Now, were you guys shocked that Jen went home? Because, of course, I wasn't shocked. But I thought maybe Gal was gonna maybe have like a last minute, idea change. Was that expected, or did y'all think somebody else was gonna go?
No, I was
I
not. I was not shocked that Jen went home because
Mhm.
it made very much sense because Gall talking about somehow him and Jen. He literally said like the episode that she got eliminated or the episode before that they asked her, does he want to still explore him? He said absolutely not. So I said it, and he did say something about he wanted to talk to Amora. So since
Right.
so I was like, okay, it's given very much, but I kind of knew that Gal and Amora was gonna go too because we saw the first look when they said vote who do you guys think is not the most compatible, something like that. They literally just got together. So Gall and Jen was gonna leave eventually. But do I feel bad for Jen? No, because Gall literally told you when you brought the Costa boys back that he wanted to explore Kenzie more, and you did pick the other dude, the dude with the tooth. I forgot his name. You had a chance to pick him, and you didn't.
Oh,
You put Gall in
the
the villa.
tooth.
you and this tooth, I swear to God, I forgot the boy name. I was gonna call him Corey, but that's the one that looked like a bush queen. It's the other one.
The other dude,
Vincent was his name.
I forgot his name. It's
Oh
been a
my
while.
God, I forgot his
Hold on, I have
name.
the
Oh
cast
my
list.
God.
I want to say
When you find it, PYT, let us know. Ronnie.
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 Ronnie. Ronnie.
But
That's
Ronnie was feeling Jen, and he wasn't looking at Kenzie. You wanted to
right.
bring Gall in here for what reason? I don't know why. When he literally told you he still want to go and talk to Kenzie, then you upset that he's talking to Kenzie. You the
Right.
reason why. Like, had you picked Ronnie, you would have still been here. But you probably would have been gone because no one believes in you and Ronnie. But that was your fault. You brought this Muppet in this villa just for him to not pick you.
A slew-footed
Right.
a dirty foot motherfucker.
She set
Hey,
herself up letting that mustache man set up her future or whatever. But I feel like the same way that I felt when as far as Jen getting booted out the villa by way of him choosing Amora was the same shock that I felt when what was the moment when somebody got put out when I want to say it was
So,
Gabe because I saw it coming but it was still like a oh my god, and the
mhm.
same way that I felt when Sincere said Soul's name, where it was just like I knew she was leaving, but dang, why this man had to say? I feel like it was the same effect of like you really did that, like you
Right.
really did that. So I wasn't shocked at all, but I think the gall to do it for real, was wild. And honestly, karma. I've never seen karma work so quick. Like
Yeah, no, that
I have never
literally.
seen karma
I
work
know the
so quick.
moment she walked in the airport and Gal walked in after, she was like, "Yes, the bitch I stuck up."
Even in the after show, when he walked in, she bust out laughing immediately. Like
She's
that shit
like,
was funny.
"Ha!"
let's be honest. Gall was going home. Gall and Jen were gonna go home no matter what, no
Yeah,
matter who.
eventually, straight
Yeah, they
up,
were going home.
straight
And
up.
but speaking of eliminations, because the other couple, Caleb and what's her face was so born. I feel some kind of way.
Jaden.
Why is Caleb? That's her name. Yeah. Why is Caleb at 1 million followers and people ain't even cracked that? Caleb ain't done shit. They ain't done nothing in that villa. What does Caleb do for y'all? Go to his Instagram.
I seen, I
Why does he have
seen.
a
He did
million
crack at
followers?
that million. He
But
cracked at
why?
I
that
see he
million
on the
quick.
scene too. He doing pop ups and
But
Oh yeah,
why?
he
at
doing
clubs,
bookings.
bottle
He
service.
more booked than the bad boys.
I said, but why though? What did
Girl, I said, oh, not Caleb getting bookings. I said, I know that's right. You better
why?
use that clout and opportunities.
And I'm just, but for what though? He ain't do nothing in the villa.
I just feel like when you're white and you go on Love Island, the opportunities presented to you are much greater. No shade.
Someone said he's cute. Well, damn near everybody else is cute on this show.
I
It
feel
can't just
like
Yeah.
be
he did no
Especially if
wrong.
you're
I
like,
feel
and
like
yeah,
Caleb didn't get no bad publicity, so that
right.
automatically was a boost for him. Like
Facts.
nobody could really say nothing about him unless you attached him to somebody else. Like you
Facts.
attached him to Kenzie, that
Facts.
they not working good
And
with
he was a
her.
white country boy when nothing racist came out about him, even though I think he follows some Republican
mad.
type Trump people, MAGA people. Besides that, it's not like he ever came out, you know, like a proud boy or something, or like him saying the N-word. I think people mess with him with that. Plus, I think a lot of people felt sympathy for him because of the whole Kenzie situation. They saw how Kenzie did him and they really liked him because of that. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I don't know what he done so much to give him all this clout, because I ain't gonna lie, I seen his Instagram. I'm like, well, Caleb, why didn't you have this energy in the villa? Because he kind of cute on Instagram.
Oh yes.
No, for
I
real.
said, yeah, like, why did we see your body like this on the show, Caleb? What's going on?
They was too busy showing Sincere with his hand out, girl. The time has come. Sincere be giving real rough for his money. Okay, next we have elimination. Next, Amore gets eliminated. Caleb get eliminated. Guy get eliminated. Jada get eliminated. Now the votes were couple votes where they had to do the heartbreak and the couples had to vote. So the couples that they want, up out of there, that's the least compatible, or that doesn't make sense being there together. Okay. Were there any votes that shocked you guys? And did you guys think Kenzie and Dylan were going to be on their way out?
I kind of felt like I already knew when they did that. I said, okay, Amore and Gala going home. So I was no shock there. But the other one, I kind of felt it was going to be Jaden and Caleb. What I was hoping for, people use their heads to get Melanie and Sincere out of there. But Ariana said, don't base this off friendship. But that's what mainly everybody did. Because Melanie and Sincere should have been the ones out of there. Kenzie and Dylan, like, I don't believe in them. But Kenzie and Dylan are not toxic like Melanie and Sincere. After we just saw movie night, everybody should have been smart, like with Corbin and Parmita. They should have voted out Melanie and Sincere, but they're not going to do that because they love Melanie and they team Sincere.
Right.
Never think. Team Sincere.
Right. I can't. Now, the part that the votes that shocked me, I thought, not gonna lie, I was thinking that TT, KC, Anaya was gonna get their link backs on each other. I'm like, oh my god, this gonna turn so nasty on social media, child. Anaya Carr gonna get KC and TT and KC gonna get Anaya Carr. I said, oh my god. But when they didn't vote for each other, I'm like, oh thank God, because it would have became a whole nother thing on the internet again. KC would have been starting getting all this hate, and I would have started getting all this hate. It would have been like, it would have been a bloodbath, huh?
But didn't Anaya and Casey already had they talk and squashed it, so they wouldn't have gotten.
No, I know that, but still, I still felt like maybe something in their mind thinking, oh, they just got together, they're not that compatible. And the fact that Anaya, he had to come back. Carl had to come. We had to vote him in there. She didn't pick him.
I didn't vote him in there.
Pick me.
So after movie night, I'm actually shocked that Kata and Zach didn't vote for him by way of Kata, and I'm actually shocked that Bryce was able to back Trinity out of jumping on the deep end and voted for Casey, because you heard her saying like they ain't even been together that long, and Casey, like, she was ready to vote for Casey, and Bryce was just like, no, but they're compatible. I love the fact that even though they dislike this man, they can't discount for how compatible they actually are.
They
and
really
while
are.
we're on the subject, I would like to read out loud the definition of compatible, because I don't think people really understand what the hell is going on.
What's
compatible
the definition?
Describes things or people that can exist, work, or exist together harmoniously without conflict. So with the correct definition, we already know who should have been out, because it's only one couple that got tears every 10 seconds. It's only one couple that one of them is turning anorexic while the other one is hiding horns under their hair. It's like, it's only one couple. So it's like, I wish Ariana would read the definition out loud before they voted, so we can really see that we're voting based on friendship
Ariana's
and
like,
not based
before
on
you guys
compatibility.
vote. That would have been so tea. She would have been like, she like, before you guys vote, let me read the definition really quick. And then she grabs a big Love Island dictionary. That would have been so tea if she did that. That would have been real tea.
Yep.
What do you think, Kaya?
Okay, I already said my thoughts about it. I feel like it should have been. I knew it was gonna be Amore and Gall, which makes sense because Amore don't want no Gall. She don't want no dog. And again, I was hoping, but I kind of knew it wasn't gonna happen. I was hoping it would have been Melanie and Sincere, but I was a little shocked that they even did get votes because if
Yes.
Kate and Zach, I think it was Kate and Zach who was last. If Kate and Zach had voted Melanie and Sincere, it would have been a tie.
Three-way tie.
It would have been a three-way tie. So the fact they even got votes was even shocking to me. But I kind of felt like Melanie and Sincere were going to still stay there. But they really should have been the ones to leave. But I wasn't mad that Jaden and Caleb left because they didn't do nothing for me. Jaden did not want no Caleb. Caleb liked her way more than she liked him.
I heard they already broke up when they out the villa. Is that true?
They was never together.
Oh,
Jaden and Caleb.
So
he's not gonna be the date to the best friend's wedding. Nope. That's how we gonna find out. We gonna see if he gonna be at the wedding. If they beefing at their wedding, we gonna see if they beefing at their wedding.
I think he was like throwing some. One of them was throwing shade at each other. They're not together. Oh, they're not together no more.
I would like to see it.
See this one? That's why people be taking Love Island so serious. I'm like, girl, like this show is not that serious. People be doing like damn near dissertations about this show and psychological breakdowns and all that. I'm like, these people are on here for clout. When they are gonna wake
Corbin
up?
Is already.
I wish they had a game version.
Caleb is already eating crab legs in Charleston with some girls. Okay,
like for real. Like
Caleb is from a small town in North Carolina. I told you we from North Carolina. Caleb's from a small town, population 50 in North Carolina. This is big for him, so of course he's trying to play because unless he's gonna be on Beyond the Villa, which they probably gonna put him on there.
Yeah,
that's the only clout he's gonna get unless he rises. He can be Calvin Klein and move away from here. I can definitely see it, like how it helped out with Taylor, is him being country and able to work around that, and Taylor being white as well helps him so much. So he's gonna be fine. White.
You're white.
You're white.
Can you come on my boat?
No. I ain't going on no white people's boat.
All right, P. No, I ain't trying to make fun of that situation, y'all. We talk about Kenzie, so not too much in the comments. Okay. Woo! All right. Now, one thing that happened with the votes, y'all, it turned a little bit messy because Permita and her cat voice was like, Kenzie, you're being so petty. Like, I didn't even do anything to you, but you want to vote for me? Wow. You want to keep you want to have that energy? I'm going to match your energy. And Kenzie's like, I didn't even do it because I didn't like you. I really feel like you guys are not compatible. Like, this is crazy. Okay. And them two ended up getting into it. I feel like she was being petty. And what bothers me with Kenzie, she cannot stand on anything she says or does. That bothers the crap out of me. She'd be like, I want to be friends with you. I really like you. I want to be friends with you. Like, no, you don't. Okay? Like, you don't have to be friends with everybody.
Right.
Like, it's okay. Like, Jesus. Like, that really irritates me about her. What you guys think?
I feel like when they were deliberating, what's Kenzie name? Dylan. When Kenzie and Dylan were deliberating, remember she was just like, "Do we agree that Corbin and
Permita,
what you call it? Threads call them what they call it? Protein and creatine.
Protein and creatine is crazy
because they both do fitness.
No shade. Anybody that knows fitness, you gotta have both, baby. Protein and creatine.
She was like, do you think we both agree that they're not SHIT, right? And he was just like, yeah, we do. And she was like, okay. I was like, why do you agree? They did nothing to you, boy. So that basis in itself was just like, she was ready and willing to just throw that in there. And her reasoning being, he just speaks on himself when it's if I say I see myself in somebody, that is a compliment. That's not me talking about myself. That's me showing that I can directly relate to that person. And for them to purposefully misconstrue that sentence is like, child, stop playing with me. And then when it came to them, Corbin and Parmita voting for Sincere and Melanie, in my head, I was like, finally. Somebody can like shout out.
That made me like Corbin a lot more. That made me like Corbin and Parmita a lot more.
All of them other girls should have been doing, which is telling Melanie the truth. Like the rest of these girls, like, oh, they're so cute together. I love them
I'm
together. Why do you
too
love them together?
sincere.
Why? Why do you love them together? They can't give you a single reason besides Kata's reason. They've been together since day one. This is not Longevity Island. Day one don't matter. Like, I'm tired of them saying that. I'm tired of them trying to put that mask together about being together since episode one because that don't matter. Clearly, look at Casey and TT, that don't matter. Look at Corbin and Parvita, that don't matter. I do believe that they low key gonna be together after this because they in the same city, they have the same hobbies. This man low key got money. Parmita definitely gonna be on that. I'm sorry, I won't be
Oh,
surprised
for
if in
sure.
2 years she pregnant by that man. And
Oh,
honestly, sorry to bring it that way, but Corbin and Parmita, if y'all peep how their chemistry is, she lets him lead, and I love that for him. Like
Oh,
when
that's a
they
good
were
point. I
making the
like that.
decision, and he was just like, I don't want us to vote on them based on our feeling. We got to keep this within the company. And she was just like, yes, yes, babe. I hear it. I thought that was the beautifulest
She's
thing ever.
submissive.
No, she's
dominant.
submissive and she's older and she
Dominant.
still respects him as the younger, but still my man. And I missed him already, y'all.
I miss
All right.
Parmita.
I hope I run into him in Miami, chat. I want to see him in person, chat. Like just like I did with Gabriel, I want to see him in Corbin.
Don't act a fool.
I'm not. He gonna be like, yeah, I'm Corbin from Love Island. Yeah.
But jumping off like what you said, because we talking about Kenzie's voting, right? Kenzie being petty, right? Is that what we're on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Kenzie, I will, and which I'm hopping what you said, Pierre. I think Kenzie only stands on business when it comes to men because she can get sassy. You know she don't do that with women. She doesn't do that with the girls. She always double down. No, she don't, because a girl can put their hands on her. A man cannot, even though some men do.
Right.
But they are willingly on this TV show not going to put their hands on her. That's why she gives attitudes, because she can. Because it's the way she gives them attitudes. She don't do that with the girls unless she's not around them. So that's the only difference. It was like Kenzie low key is upset, not low key, high key. She's upset because she can't touch on Corbin no more. She wants to touch on his high yellow body, and she just can't have him no more. And that's just what it is. And then she talking about something, and then she stays talking about this whole lust. Kizzy, that's literally what you are.
Right. And I think the reason why she's petty against Corbin, that was some good deed that she had. And I think she wants it and she misses it. She craves it.
Yeah, so Dylan ain't got that. Dylan does not have none of that.
Exactly.
So yeah, so she has to stick with her white dick. Okay. So that's the point. But what being petty against Parmita is like, and then when Parmita keeps matching her energy, she wants to be like, oh no, I don't have no issue with you. But it's like, girl, you the one that's bringing it up, not her. And and Parmita was a real, like, had y'all done that, Kenzie would have been out of here, because Kenzie had essentially is what got y'all out of here too. They said that Corbin wanted to vote Kenzie, which I wouldn't have been mad at, because Kenzie and Dylan, like, Kenzie, you don't like Dylan like that. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let us outside of
Dylan. But I don't feel bad about how Parmita and Corbin voted, because if I had to pick between Kenzie and Dylan and Melanie Sincere, I would have put Melanie Sincere out of here. But she said she stopped Corbin from doing that and everything like that. So Kenzie, calm down.
I can't.
It would have been an interesting villa if we had Beatrice and Parmita, because they both was spitting facts and keeping it 100.
I don't forgot about her.
Yeah, this season seems so long. I forgot about the early hours.
I remember, but I
felt like it was last season.
I don't remember Soul because they keep bringing her up. They stay bringing her up.
Right.
That's true. Forgot about her. Sean, he's like until they bring him up. And who else?
Oh, by the way, Sean, speaking of Sean, glad you brought him up. He said that he skips all of Anaya and Carl's scenes because he still wants to get to know Anaya. I said, oh.
He said that.
Oh, yes. He said it when he was on live with Gabriel. And Gabriel joked around and said that he would explore with Caleb. But he said it was all jokes.
Oh, I thought
he said
Caleb. Yes, he was joking though.
Now, if it was Anaya and Sean, I would have been kind of here for it if he would have stayed in there. I see more with Anaya and Sean than I see with Carl and Anaya. I just don't see. I know we're gonna talk about it, but I just gotta say right now, I don't see this connection between Carl and Anaya that y'all fans are seeing. Maybe that's just me.
You feel like it's forced.
It's forced because they want Anaya to have like this big comeback story, because Casey didn't pick her, like how it was with Alandria last season, and they're trying to force this whole her and Carl thing. but I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can
And then
see that.
also we end up seeing on the next challenge, we have the karaoke challenge. Okay. Now apparently Alana's all of the Villa cast members were given song suggestions. Alana put YG My Nigga and they turned it down. But she went with some other choices. Apparently, that was not a red flag in a part of the casting process. So that was the overlook. What did you guys think about the karaoke challenge?
Go ahead, PYT, because it's your first season seeing this.
As far as the challenge itself, I learned that Kata is tone deaf. Um,
Mhm.
I learned that Dylan can do a split in the air. They definitely won that challenge. Like I knew they were gonna win based on the fact that I told y'all I knew Kenzie was gonna be a star the first episode when she was doing them splits on the mattress. I said that already.
Like to say
Um
to you.
I was not entertained at the slightest by Melanie and Sincere, and I feel like I'm low key becoming biased because of them because I want this girl to open her eyes. I feel like she's in Get Out, just trapped in this man's self or whatever. The challenge itself, it was a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't care for it,
Mm,
but I didn't expect it to be anything crazy, but I did expect Kinsey to win just off the basis of she's the only one with some sort of a dancing background. And even when they were practicing, I was like, oh, none of these hoes can sing, so it's gonna
right,
be based on the dancing.
right.
Um,
Kinsey is going to be a problem
mm.
out
She
of the
on Dancing
villa.
with the Stars. I can see her on Dancing with the
Oh
Stars.
I
yeah,
could
for
see
sure.
her on Dancing with the Stars. Yes.
Yeah, but I
100%.
like the karaoke because the reason why I liked it and it was like a really light, fun episode, and also we got the vote is because every other episode before that was like being really, really draining, especially with the whole Casey and Anaya drama that kind of like after Casa that was kind of getting too much for me. So I like that we have, and that's normally how it is on Love Island. The last week is barely any drama except last season with Huda trying to force kiss her in the bed and all that kind of stuff.
And
That we don't
Chris,
have that. But I like that we had a light, fun episode. I really liked TT and Casey's. They saying "Ain't No Mountain" because I love Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye songs. Melanie Sincere, I've never seen Grease, so I didn't know what that song was, and I don't intend to watch Grease at all. And who else was there? Bryce and Trinity. I love that song,
No
but
air when he lifted her.
but please don't sing that. Listen, if y'all ain't gonna do a song justice, don't sing it. Like Zach and Kata doing "Endless Love." How dare y'all? Because I love that song. And y'all messed it. Well, Zach didn't sound bad. Kata
right.
and
My
Parmita was so tone deaf.
love.
She
Was
was.
so tone deaf.
Parmita looked like Cher in that outfit. She looked just like Cher, like a
She
young
did.
Cher. I'm like,
I
she looked
couldn't put
really
my
I
finger
good.
got
on
you,
it, but
babe.
you're right.
So they should
Yeah.
have said, "I got you, babe" by Sonny and Cher.
That would have been cute. No, because she literally had the outfit. If you look at the old clips, like in the 70s and stuff, that's what Cher used to wear. Like she used to wear the tube top with the thing, long black hair, and do the boop boop boop. Like
Mhm.
she really looked like that. I like the challenge. It was really, really cute. And I feel like another way they could have made it more interesting, maybe have couples versus couples type thing.
Yes.
To make it like interesting. I feel like that would have been good. Now I did show that Kenzie, I think, first of all, I don't think she's gonna last with Dylan just off that challenge because I think she is a star. You know what I mean? In her mind, she's a star as well. So when she gets out that villa, she's probably gonna pursue music. Hold up, girl. Oh, please. You can't dance like Miss Kenzie. Okay, Miss
No
Kenzie could do a
facts.
split, a trick, and a flip. You can't do all that. So that Kenzie is gonna be like a monster when she gets up out that villa. I'm telling you, the amount of deals she gonna be getting, and she could sing and dance, man.
No, for real. I think I agree. I feel like I said, I feel like the challenge was underwhelming. I feel like a head
Yeah.
to head would have been dope, or the top they could have voted for the top two, and then the top two go head to head, or they could have edited it so that it wasn't like us watching them do the whole verse with the hook all the way to the end, and it like just be clips on clips on clips to kind of sort of make it fun to watch rather than just like me just sitting here at church watching through everything. To be honest, I think it was just an editing thing for me, but
Mm,
mm, it was
yeah.
mid.
I don't know. I just liked it because it was a light because we really, if you honestly think about it, so far we really haven't had like a really light episode, fun episode. We had the
Mm,
Megan Thee Stallion one, but that had drama with it too, with them
That
yeah.
has
how.
shade.
And then Megan being biased. No offense, Meg, I like you, but she was definitely being Team Anaya and Team Trinity and not in F Casey and everything like that. So that kind of made it like not fun to watch at all. Because when Megan came last season, the episode she came on last season was a fun episode. This season, nah, she came in here being way too biased for my liking. So that's the reason I didn't like it, because it was something fun away from the drama that we kept getting from like the post Casa. So that's why I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Now in this challenge, we get a magical save. Okay, it was given like a Big Brother save. Y'all know how Julie be like, so the twist. So we end up getting a big twist save. And Kenzie, because she won the karaoke challenge, she not going home. I'm like, what? That threw me for a complete
I would have not liked that, because it's like I only got saved because I won a challenge, not because America loves me.
Right.
So I don't know if we even like that. Like it's like you got saved, but like
default.
Because by default.
Right. I'm not going home today, but I'm going home eventually.
Which once again, Kenzie not gonna care, because if she gets to stay in the villa, who gives a crap? She doesn't care. It's one more day in the villa for her to explore. So I don't think she really cared much or thought much about it. She was just happy to be up in that villa. Okay, that's it. That's all. Mm-hmm. And after this magical, go ahead.
I was saying, I don't know if you're about to talk about it. Let me ask: were you guys shocked? The top 4 couples.
Yep, that's what. Yep, that's what I'm getting to. Yep.
Oh, sorry,
4.
I didn't mean to jump.
Go ahead. That we're the next one's gonna be after that. KC and TT were a part of the top 4. Now the whole villa gagged, literally, and I was like, oh,
especially Trinity.
I wasn't shocked.
Livid.
I wasn't shocked at all. Like I kind of knew, I kind of knew that it was gonna be Trinity and Bryce, no, for sure. And everybody wants Anaya wants her to have this big redemption arc. So of course her and Carl, but y'all wasn't questioning story. Kids were the only person questioning it. Nobody else was questioning Anaya or Carl, but they was questioning Casey and TT. Anyways, but Melanie and Sincere, not surprised, because Melanie got so many fans, and but I said Melanie's fans don't love her, because if y'all loved her, y'all would not keep her in that villa.
Exactly.
And then Casey and TT, but I sent y'all in the group chat. I said, of course, I vote for Casey and TT, because hey, if we can get another black couple to win this money and a beautiful black couple of that, I don't mind, because I don't like Bryce. I cannot vote for Bryce. I cannot. So I finally got a couple. I was happy and I was glad, and Casey was shocked too. He was like, "Pierre, do Casey's face, because you know you kind of look like him." How Casey was looking shocked.
TT was in front of him like,
this is Casey when he was watching himself on the screen.
He was like,
yes, I seen that video.
Yeah. TT's like, right. It was a little bit like that.
Somebody in the comments said, why was everyone confused based off chemistry? But listen, baby, Love Island fandom don't care about no chemistry. If they have someone that they like, they gonna vote. That's why Melanie.
Right. It's a toxic fandom.
That's how it is, sweetheart. I don't know if you're new or anything, Miss Fabulous, but Love Island fandom, that's how it is. That's how Huda stayed last season when her and Chris Chris did not,
because the Huda rats were gonna make sure she stuck around.
But I was so happy. I was so happy because I did not want the core 4, because everybody wants them. I said, why do y'all want toxic things? Y'all just want this whole core 4 in the final. Like, why do y'all want that? Like, why do y'all want that? So I was happy it was Casey and TC, because out of everybody, really, to me, they the main ones that has the really good, solid connection. And I saw that during Casa, which is why I was upset that he brought her back.
And Zach and Kata felt like, oh, it could have been that you know, Kata. She's like, it was probably a close vote. Like, I don't know, which I don't think it was a close vote. I don't know, Zach. What can Kay say?
Like, I cannot believe it.
Like literally,
like, you guys don't see how he was treating Casey.
Like, come on, right? Which I don't believe that. I don't think the vote was close. I think it was a far apart vote, because once again, I feel like the fandom for Casey and TT is very, very strong. Like the people that's rallying behind Casey. So I don't think it was a close vote at all. I think Casey and TT's fandom is bigger than Zach and Kata's tenfold. So I don't think it was a close vote at all.
A lot of guys this year are watching Love Island. Like Casey got like that. Like I said, I told you before we got on, he got they said NBA Twitter. I don't know what that is. And NFL Twitter. So he got all the men and all the black men rallying behind him, because they didn't like how he got treated post Casa, even though we gave him his lashings to say he wasn't all the way right, but we still called him out. But they didn't like how he was getting ganged up on by himself, and especially after what happened at movie night. So of course people are gonna rally behind him, especially him being the only dark skinned black man on here. We don't like seeing that. So I'm glad that he has support, because and it's just crazy to me that he's getting piled on when Sincere is right there. I never understand that, how Sincere gets a pass and KC gets dogged on because he's a dark skinned black man. I don't get it.
But here it is. Ultimately, Sincere gets a pass only because he came back single from Casa Amor.
But
we
still,
gotta we
though,
gotta we
you're
gotta
asking,
ultimately understand the secondhand embarrassment that they had for Anaya matters more to them than anything else, and that is going to be their basis of every decision that they make on behalf of Casey and TT. No matter how much they feel like they love TT, they cannot stand, like, the look on Kata's face, the look on Trinity's face when they
Fuck.
said their name. They were more flabbergasted than Casey was.
Casey was
My
like,
Trinity was just like, what?
he said it was
Like,
gonna be Kenzie.
Uh,
He said, Kenzie. Why did you think it was gonna be Kenzie? He said he thought it was gonna be Kenzie. How? He said it's gonna be Kenzie. What?
no.
I don't know why they think we like people are like obsessed in love with
She's
Kenzie
black.
when y'all be seeing that she been exploring since she walked up in that villa. Okay. She don't know that she explored more than Dora. You know what I'm saying?
But
Now we also see Zach and Kata. They're very paranoid at how America feels. Kata's just like, I think America hates me, Zach. Like maybe it's the way that I talk to you. Like fuck. And then you have KC. Like
Casey.
really? Like oh my god. So she was really embarrassed of the fact and paranoid that America hates her, and she blamed herself, which kind of shocked me because I'm thinking like, why would you think it's you when you yourself know you're not doing nothing wrong? And
Because she
thinks
think
that
that man is perfect, and I don't know
right.
why.
And she's
but
like, maybe it's because we're in different cultures. What do you guys think?
but I got a question for both of y'all. So because Kata was really loved at the beginning, I think we all really liked her. If I'm mistaken? What do you guys think the end point was for Kata? Because I feel like it's because she didn't know how to shut up when it came to Casey and Anaya. What do y'all think?
I think it's because mainly that I think a lot of the voting and the fire pit moments, Kata was popping it too much when it came to the optic that situation, when it came to the movie night, when it came to other situations, when it came to just giving her unwarranted opinion on Casey. I think a lot of people did not like that and they felt like she popping it too much. And the voice don't help either. Casey, shut up.
And when
Shut
she
the
said,
fuck and
I'll
stand
do it
up.
again. Oh, and movie night when she
For
said, I'll do it again or something like that. When TT
and
said, oh,
I'll
y'all.
do
Yeah.
it again.
I'm
Right.
like, girl, that just shows your age.
So
She's
I
like, I don't
think
care.
I think definitely when Casey brought TT was just like the eye opener for everybody, and then the movie night was low key a nail in the coffin. But I think the first like inkling, like, we need to keep our eye on that, was her giving this man the goods unwarranted at the hideaway when, one, he didn't work for it, two, he hasn't showed any, like, the way Casey and TT is showering this girl with affection, we haven't seen. You got the goods before anybody in the house, and you over here threatening. Oh, I forgot, threatening to not give her breakfast because they voted Gabe at the house. Gabe, because of Gabe, I'm not eating in the morning. Like, oh my god, there was a
Because it
lot of
gave I'm
different
not eating in
things.
the morning.
It didn't
No
make no sense.
shade.
And then remember that
No
morning where he was just
pancakes,
like, "Yeah,
Dad.
there's a lot of Hans in the kitchen. I can throw something together for you, nigga. Make my breakfast now. Like,
You
what is
get no
wrong?"
pancakes.
TT put her
You
on
got no
game and she
We're
pancakes.
talking about
said,
the type of man that will start. I feel like if they were to make it out of the villa, he would make her a housewife, and whenever she was disobedient, he would withhold money. He would probably lock her in the basement when she
well,
wasn't together. Like, he gives controlling P. Was the piece of shit, okay? And it's like one of those things where I don't understand how she doesn't see that he's not worth. We're gonna use the worthy word because I know it's gonna come up later. He is not worthy of her. And I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody said something on the internet, and I honestly believe it. I feel like, aside from the fact that I feel like he got some racism in his head towards how he feels about black people, I feel like I don't think he knows where Haiti is. I think he thinks that Kata is
It's in
off
Great
white.
Britain.
I think he thinks she's off white or a spicy white. I don't think
Right.
he realizes that she's half black. And I really hope that she gets some black relatives to come to the family day
I don't
so
think they're
that
gonna
he,
last that long on
No,
such
I
a
think
villain
her mom is
anyways.
coming, and her mama isn't her mom the one that's
her mom
German?
is white. I need the black
Mama's
people to
white,
come.
well, white mama's coming, and I guess black daddy's staying at the crib. So yeah,
Damn, I need black
yeah.
cousin or something.
Child, her
Mhm.
family gonna hit him with the he's a mighty
So,
Kong,
so
and
you
it's
don't
gonna
think
be.
they're gonna last like a few months? You don't think they're gonna last up until the reunion?
Mm-mm.
He's gay. They don't need to.
The reason why is because I
He
feel
wants
like
rights.
a lot of her family is gonna be like, listen, like he's not serious about you. Like, to be honest, it seems like he was just trying to get to the end. He's a little bit questionable and all that stuff. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna like last towards the end, like whatsoever. Like, it's especially even to the reunion. And I think what's gonna happen too between them is a lot of the social media stuff will be getting to both of their heads. Outside of the family stuff, a lot of the social media stuff will start getting to Zach, and a lot of social media stuff will start getting to Kata. And I think that Charlie will get in Zach's ear. No shade.
I
I
will say
agree
at
as
least,
far
at
as
least Zach
social
made
media.
it further than Charlie. Zach did play a better game than Charlie because Charlie was out weeks ago. So that's
Yeah. Charlie was Gabe. Not
I
even Gabe
agree.
earlier than Gabe. Charlie was Bia.
Bam.
Baya.
Uh-huh.
I agree saying that social media will influence them. I think it's going to be a better influence on Kata if anything, because right now she's thinking like, why doesn't she can't pinpoint why America doesn't like them, even though it's crazy that Bryce told Zach exactly why we don't like them. And then I don't remember who it was that actually told Trinity why we beefing with her right now. But
Right.
I feel like by the time she reads social media and sees exactly why we don't like Zach, and see like is able to hear from us the moments that she wasn't seeing while she was living it in real life, that's when she'll realize, you know what, I am a bad bee. I do not need this man. And really hope that she got like at least one or two NBA or NFL players, because she gives court side seats anyway. She don't give tea and crumpets or dancing with freaking koalas and kangaroos down under wherever he live at by coastally, as far as his lifestyle goes. I don't think he deserves her like at the slightest. And I saw it honestly from the very beginning. Even when they were at when she first came in as a bombshell and had to kiss the both of them. I wish I could go back in time and make Sean say no, because it's one of those things where it's just like Bryce shouldn't have been there in the first place. It's just so many different things. But when it comes to them all together, no, they not gonna make it for one. But
Yeah.
for two, I would hope that like some sort of reality happens before then. But I don't really think there is going to be one. I think she's gonna stay Delulu, and I think that he's gonna strategize to the death of him. And child, the death of them is gonna be soon, because I don't think they're gonna make it to the top three.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just do not see it
I
at
don't know.
all.
Like, do you guys think that because me and Pierre we watched last season because I
Mhm.
compared their connection to when Sierra came in because she was the first bombshell. Her and Nick stayed together until she had to leave for personal reasons. The difference between them is that at least those two they explored other people. At least it don't even seem like Kata and Zach explored anybody really. And
At
Casa, you
all.
have to do that in Casa, but
Yeah, you're forced.
the moment Kata gave Zach her body, she was not talking to nobody else. Just like how Sierra, when she slept with Nick, even though she was still open to talking to other people, she was never
She
going
slept
to
with Nick quickly.
quickly. But so did Kata.
If you know, you know.
So did Miss Kata.
No, but Nick, it was quick. You remember?
Oh, you talking about he didn't last a minute? Oh, I remember that. And she still was quick on
Oh
him.
yes.
Yeah, he couldn't even hit the minute mark. That was so embarrassing.
Yeah, they said
But
he apologized, child.
yeah, but just the moment, and also that's explained too because remember how Nick was so quick to talk to other people even after sleeping with her, just how Zach talking about some. If I still talk to somebody else, are you going to be mad at me or something to that effect? It's just that,
Yeah.
but I feel like with Zach and Kata, the difference between those two from last season is that neither one of them really explored because no bombshell came in here wanting to talk to Zach. Some people wanted to talk to Kata, but she was still so hooked on Zach, and y'all had no choice but to do it at Casa. Zach's person had to leave because she was saying the N-word, and Kata was
Mm-hmm.
never that man a chance anyway. So they both really have never really explored, which is why I feel like they're just staying this way and they're in this villa. But when they get to the real world, it's gonna be different.
Well,
Because
let me
y'all
ask you a question. Do y'all think that Kata would have gave Che a fair shot if they did not do the do in Hideaway?
I don't know.
I still think they would have. No, I still think they would have still continued because Kata, you could tell, is very hard headed. Like when she's stuck on something, that's why she's like, "I'm team sincere." Like it is what it is. That's why she acts like that way. So I don't think it's ever gonna change. Like whether she had given her body or not, I think that same energy of being stuck on each other would have been kept. Like for real.
Theme this season, which is what everybody's been pissed off about, because I know PYT, this is your first season, but if you watch previous seasons, you understand why. Is that everybody came in being so locked in on each other, thinking, and I said this with y'all many after shows ago, it's like everybody don't want to go and talk to other people because they don't want to step on nobody's toes. They feel like they're only obligated to just talk to who they're with, which is why Casey couldn't talk to no one else and didn't. When he went to Casa, he felt free to do what he had to do. That's the reason. Had y'all been doing this earlier, we would have had a more messier season, to be honest with you right now. But it's like everybody's locking down. It's like that's why we don't believe in y'all, because none of y'all really, the only people that gotten tested is Melanie and Sincere, Anaya and Casey, and is that it?
Kenzie got tested a lot.
But that's
but she tested her own self.
Kenzie was the tester.
She's like,
She was the tester and the testee.
But Bryce and Trinity, if you ask me, Bryce and Trinity really has not gotten tested, if you ask me, because I don't count that Corey kiss, because Corey wanted Melanie. But Bryce and Trinity has not get tested. Kata and Zach really ain't gotten tested. And yeah.
That's why I said I wanted a few bombshells to come a little bit after Casa, but we didn't get that option. Now, also, after that whole situation, one of the newest episodes, Kenzie and Dylan start having a little bit of a fallout because Mr. Dylan starts to really think about it and think, oh my God, I think this 304 is playing me. She said that she wanted me to meet her parents and go down to the boat, okay? And meet her grandpa and grandmama Paul. And you said the same thing to Caleb. So what's the difference between me and Caleb if you telling us the same thing, that you wanted me to go to the boat, on the boat, and then meet your grandmama and your grandpapa? Okay. And he then starts telling her that, which Kenzie's like, I apologize. And I just was trying to explore and see what was out there. And she doesn't really say sorry, but she just acknowledges that it was wrong. What do you guys think?
Dylan
is a funny one.
Dylan is an actress and scene. He's a crybaby.
Well, and guess what? Funny you mentioned that, Kaya. I was just sent something. Shout out to my entertainer. Ooh. You know, this is straight off the box. And it looks like Mr. Dylan has previous acting experience. Let's take a look.
See? What is Tubi?
As we can see, it looks like before Love Island, he was a video vixen.
A video vixen?
So it looks like you're on the money, Kaya.
Yeah, I knew it because first of all, he was crying. He was struggling to get a tear out. He wasn't really crying like that. He told some, like, is she telling me the same thing? She's like, you only know this girl for what? 3 days at the first time he cried for like 3-4 days, and you crying over Kenzie. But the only thing I don't feel bad, because somebody brought this up when I was scrolling on TikTok, you as a Casa boy, you watch Kenzie do this. Even that thing came up, you talking about some, oh, I already know what's about to happen. So you saw how the way she was moving. Why did you think you was different? You're not special.
Right.
That's what a lot of y'all that come in here, like, why do y'all think that y'all can change a man or change a woman in her ways? And like Sincere talking about something, that was the past. It's been one day. This ain't the past, Sincere. So what are you talking about?
He says, I'm changing, I'm on some new type stuff, as if it was in a day ago. He really bothers me.
Yeah, it's like, but I don't understand, like, Dylan, what did you want from, like, obviously Kenzie can't change how she acts, but mind you, that's how she's acting. And it's been in a few weeks.
You said Kenzie can't change how she's acting. So you mean to tell me Kenzie can't stop throwing that hot punani and them hot lips around?
Not if she gonna be like sincere, no.
Man, Kenzie can't stop what she's doing. She just chooses not to. She herself has said a kiss is like a handshake, which is so crazy. I hope she's not like that in the real world.
You better not do that, because kissing people you don't know what people got on
Exactly.
Cold
I
sore.
think she meant that in a villa sense. I hope she didn't mean that in the real world
I
sense.
hope that's what she meant, because if you went out kissing randoms on the street,
she's like, just a handshake. I'm just getting to know you. That's just all. Okay. Do y'all feel like Dylan used that as a way to make himself look like a victim, or do you guys think he was actually really hurt? Because I feel like it was a little bit of both. I think he wanted to show his range as an actor, and he also wanted her to know, like, hey, don't think I'm stupid and you playing in my face, because I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It was giving a little bit of that.
I think it's both of those plus a little razzle dazzle of you really gonna take away $100,000 from me because you're gonna give it to a man named Gall. I think it was giving. He said, "Let me get the first. Let me do the first thing that I can think to do to stay up in this thing, because a part of me feels like she might have chose Gaul had he not done that, or at least been twirling around him long enough to like maybe side with him without if it wasn't for the critique of her friends, for the critique of everybody, she might have chose Gaul, in my humble opinion. She kept talking about how hot he is. She you getting breakfast from your man but getting coffee from Gaul. It
And
gave
not gonna
9 to
lie,
5 and
Gal would look like he
weekend.
fit on that boat more than Dylan. Dylan's a little bit too pretty for that boat. But Gal, he looked like he fit right in. He looked like a deckhand. You know what I'm saying? He'll be
Dude,
able to
got
help
the
the
split
grandpa
on
on
that
the boat.
mustache.
He fits right on a boat, Gall. Maybe
He fits right on that boat. He already got the
He
sand
can
under his
drive the
feet.
boat.
Let me ask
He
you,
can
Pierre. Let me
drive
ask you a
that
question,
boat.
Pierre.
Uh-huh.
You see Dylan walking down the street, are you gonna go get that? Is Dylan your type?
To me, he just looks like an average all-American white boy. Like, he's nothing about him that's like, oh, he's not like an Elon. Like, Elon to me looks.
His butt. Did you not see him twerking on that episode?
Nah. Elon to me looks, exotic. You know what I'm saying? Dylan's just
Exotic,
like,
Elon exotic.
Yeah. No, well, he's not, but he looks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Dylan looks like white Wonder Bread. I don't like white Wonder Bread. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what a shame
Dylan
is?
looks like he could have been an extra on Full House.
Everywhere you look. You know what's sad though? Like, Love Island normally finds some good-looking white men. Why the only white boy this season, the cute one, is Caleb? Like, y'all struggle finding cute white boys.
Which, by the way, somebody said Alabama Barker is following Caleb. So I don't know if you want them troubles.
I think I sent you, Pierre, that picture of what Bryce would look like if he like got glam together. Like, I feel like I sent you that picture with if he cut his hair and let his beard grow out. And he was low-key looking like Thor a little bit if he did that. He just need to do a couple push-ups, let the beard grow out, and cut that hair low.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
You got something presentable. You know how you be seeing those pictures of white men that get blackmatized by a black woman? That's what he looked like. He looked like Trinity, like took him into the real world and blackmatized him. Took him to the city to get his hair cut by a black man. That's literally how he looked, and he looked good.
Send it to me. I was looking for it. I didn't see it. Send it to me.
You said that Sincere is getting unattractive every episode. Has Bryce Bryce got more attractive to you?
You said who got more attractive?
Has Bryce got more cutie for you?
He has a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what Sincere is giving me? Y'all know that caveman off of Phil of the Future?
Curtis? Was that his name?
I think so. Let's take a look.
I love Phil of the Future. Like, and it's been a while. I gotta go back and binge.
Show me.
I think his name was Curtis.
Y'all know I love to make my comparisons.
Sincere's giving you caveman.
I found it.
What's his name? Curtis? That's what I knew. His name was Curtis. I watched Phil of the Future.
I forgot. Now you're looking like that. Y'all funny. No. The more he lies, the uglier he gets. Look at Bryce.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm telling
Eyeliner.
you, Black
Maybe he
Matthias.
needs
Yeah,
to
he
get
was
out
real
of the villa
good.
because he hasn't gotten cuter than me. Maybe he needs to get out of the villa and Trinity needs to make it like what's that episode of That's So Raven when they made over that man? They
Oh,
need
Yes,
to
yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yes. I love
yeah.
old Disney comparisons.
No, for
I
Oh
wish
my
you
real.
could
God!
go back. I didn't see the new Cheetah Girls. Them girls look so whitewashed. I said, I know you lying.
Speaking of
I'm
that, I
like,
said,
are
speaking
you
of that, like,
serious?
why are they rebooting and remaking all of our Disney classics like Camp Rock? They bringing that back.
I'm
Cheetah
like,
Girls,
who did the
why are we
casting
doing this? Who is asking for this?
whoever did the casting for Cheetah Girls? Y'all should be ashamed
It
of
was Raven
yourselves.
Simone. Wait,
Really?
Raven Simone? Didn't Raven Simone do it? Because you know she's whitewashed.
That to me was crazy when I seen that cast. I'm like,
I'm not watching
like
it.
they all just seem so uncultured. I was like, this is
Y'all watching
ugh.
it? Are y'all gonna watch it? Because I'm not
I'm gonna
watching
watch it just to see, but
I'm
I'm not gonna be excited too.
I'm
Just
not.
off the
Yeah,
cast.
I'll check for the
I'm not watching
hoopla,
the new
but that's about
Descendants
it.
movie. I don't watch the new Descendants because they should have stopped when Cameron died. I don't. I'm gonna watch the new Camp Rock only because the Jonas Brothers are gonna be back in there. But am I gonna love it compared to the old ones? No,
Right.
I'm not gonna love the Cheetah Girls compared to the old Cheetah Girls. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, they
Absolutely.
should have left untouched unless the Cheetah Girls themselves was gonna come back and reinvent
That
and
ain't
have like kids. Like
Keely
each
and
of them
Raven
have
in the same
daughters.
room. Keely
Yes,
and Raven in the
Keely and
same room
Raven.
here.
Well, yeah, that's
Raven
not gonna
gonna end up
happen. I
fighting
know.
her. Yeah, Raven gonna end up fighting her.
I already know. They already got major beef. So another thing that happened, we see Melanie and Sincere going in the hideaway. Eat that in the hideaway. I said that in the
They
hideaway.
said
I
clap
said
them
eat
cheeks in the
that
hideaway.
in the
Clap them
hideaway.
cheeks in the
What
hideaway.
y'all think happened in the hideaway? Do you think it was French fries?
I think they did
I think
something
it
because
was
she said
more than
don't
French
stop.
fries.
But like, we mean don't stop if he ain't putting the tip in.
Aha! The tip, just the
But it
tip,
could be French fries.
just the
She
tip
no,
of the
I
French
don't say don't
fry.
stop when with the French fries. Now that I know what that means, I don't say don't stop. I say don't stop when the tip is in. So I don't.
What do you
Yeah.
say, Kaya?
It's
Keep
private.
going.
That's-
See, I'm gagging you because y'all's gagging me. Ah.
No, but so when people say don't stop, it's not normal because they get French fried. It's normal because they're
Right.
going all the way. I just don't think they
Right.
want to tell because maybe Melanie is so like she's so put together. She don't want to tell her business. But it's like, honey, this is on TV.
Yeah.
So tell us, god dang it. But
I
I
think
think
she
something
think
did
them
happen.
sheets was high enough for us not to peep nothing.
But I said, but a good thing that he's doing it later on because had he did this early in the season, you know how more crazier she would have been if she would have gotten the tea.
Eat
Girl,
that in the hideaway.
You know what I peeped, y'all? That okay, this is the second time somebody has went to the hideaway.
Right.
And both times, I'm gonna have to watch over, but I believe both times when they said who should go to the hideaway, both times Trinity was the first one to scream somebody's name. Do y'all think that that's because she's really trying to not go to the hideaway with Bryce? She just doesn't want any sort of other
she
side
said that
of.
Bryce was good in bed. That little
But yeah, they ended up doing the do anyways.
she said that it was good, but I don't believe Bryce is good in bed. I just don't see it. Do y'all see it?
You
No, she
never
wants
know.
to
I feel like he
win.
got some mean tongue action.
But they said Bryce can't kiss, so I don't understand. Like a guy that can't kiss means that he's terrible in bed.
You
Remember
never know. I'm
Mom's
telling
show?
you.
He
What Lil
lick a
Kim
mean
said?
toe though, so
He
Right.
licks
Eat
toes.
bop
he
and
might be
right.
he might be a foreplay god.
I
I
feel
guess.
like
I've never been with a white guy before, so I don't know how that is. My white women, if you've been with a white man in the chat,
my white women in the chat.
you been with a white guy and actually did the do.
My
My
vanilla
Girl.
sisters.
Right. I
because I've never
can't.
been with a white guy before.
Now, I found it very interesting that they weren't saying explicitly what they did up in that hideaway. Like, Sincere was being a little bit coy about it. Now, I do think Sincere is hung like a horse. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they maybe not trying to brag
It's
about it
big
or
though.
something.
You
I
think
don't
it's
know.
big? I don't
Yeah,
think it's big though.
I do.
I
Because he
think
walked bow leg.
I
love
don't think
Yeah.
she would have been whispering "Don't stop" if he was big. I think she might have just let it all, just let it loose and
And
just,
it
you know what
don't
I mean? Like
stop.
I don't
Ooh,
know.
ooh,
He
ooh. And
gives
it don't stop.
he
Stop.
gives just right.
Stop.
You know that just right D, that
It's just
just right D.
okay.
That's what he gives me.
They're just okay.
And one is crazy.
They said
and one is crazy.
Not even because they show when Gabe was getting it on. They showed Gabe moving.
Yeah.
We didn't see that with Bryce and Trinity, so obviously it wasn't that amazing that she's trying to make it seem like.
Exactly.
I just don't believe that Bryce is good in bed. If he can't kiss, because every bombshell has said that Bryce cannot kiss. So if he can't kiss, I don't think he can be. He's good in the bed. And we see him dance at all. He over there talking like he has no motion. That means he ain't got no stroke at all. So Trinity likes it. I don't know how she goes from all black to get this corny white boy. I don't get it with Trinity. I wonder what the parent gonna say. They're gonna be like, "You got this white boy in my house." That's what they gonna say.
22 years old, you dating a little 30-year-old white boy. What you talking about?
That's how. That's question. Do you guys think that they're gonna look past the age difference? Trinity,
I think the age is gonna be a big problem. Trinity is still a young girl. She's a city girl. I'm a city girl. Not only that, she got 1 million followers. A city girl with 1 million followers, you have the world to your oyster. What you doing with a 30-some-year-old
DJ that ain't got no job?
That fix
it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
But they think it is. Like her fans feel like they're gonna stay there because they it's just something about. And again, I'm not against it, y'all, but it's just something about when a white guy and a black woman, especially a dark-skinned one, get together on TV, they eat it up. Because ever since Love is Blind season 1 with Lauren and Cameron, who I love them, but I love them and they're together, married and has a kid. They want that type of love when it comes to a black girl and a white girl, and they just eat it up. So, but the thing is, I don't see it. And I don't know what y'all see, but I don't see it, especially with the age difference. He's 30 years old. She's 22. She a young hoe. She ain't finna settle down with no Bryce, especially after the cloud after this season. She ain't finna settle down with no Bryce.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna last outside of the villa. I feel like they will a little bit just for PR purposes, a la Landria, okay? But afterwards, don't eat me up in the comments.
They're gonna get you.
They're gonna, call it quits and be like, "Oh, we still decided to part ways," but it's gonna be a mutual press release.
So it's gonna be a mutual understanding with ChatGPT.
Yes, it's gonna be a mutual press release. You know how the girls do when they're a couple and be like, "We decided to blah blah." Y'all know how that goes. Part ways. So we also have
respect our wishes for privacy.
We have 2 couples that closed off. We have Casey and TT, who Casey asked TT, "Can you be my girlfriend?" I'm TT. Okay. Zach and Kata ended up turning their situationship into a relationship. All right. What did you guys think of?
No, they went from exclusive to exclusiver.
Exclusive is. It's not a relationship.
Whatever they call it these days, child. So many terminologies and terms, child. Anything to avoid being together and committed. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. What did you guys think about those 2 conclusions?
So Zach and Kata Lau, this is just strange. They keep talking about we're basically closed off. I said, but did you actually ask her that instead of just assuming that y'all closed off just because this whole excuse of now? I think it's a situationship? No, because situationship means that y'all are together, but then you're sleeping with other people. Unless that's what Zach wants to do, Bryce. Then it's not a situation.
Can we look up the definition of situationship?
Yes.
Merriam-Webster.
Me personally, like the only way it's a situationship is if they're sleeping with other people. But I think maybe Zach wants to do that more than Kata wants to do that. But I definitely feel like it is dating, just without the title of boyfriend and girlfriend. But you guys agree that putting the girlfriend title is a big step? That they should just properly date first?
And you're talking about Kata and Zach.
Kata and Zach, yeah. Kata and Zach, do you think they should properly date first before?
To be honest, I feel like nobody in the villa should call each other girlfriend and boyfriend. And the reason why is because you guys are living in a controlled environment where you guys are together damn near 24/7. You guys don't have any outside stress. You guys don't have any outside bills. You guys don't have any outside drama. And y'all don't have, most importantly, outside people getting in y'all ears to maybe swaying our opinion. So I don't think anybody in the villa, I don't care if you've been there from day one to the last day of the villa, should say boyfriend and girlfriend up until y'all get out of the villa, learn each other and how y'all are in the real world, and then actually call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. Because it's all happy cherries, plums, and cupcakes when you ain't got no bills, you ain't got no stress, you ain't got no problems. you cooped up in the house, you eating breakfast and good foods all day. Of course, everything's happy and berries. My whole thing is with Love Island, if you're not getting along in the villa, don't even think about getting along outside of the house. It's no shade. Because although it's a little stressful, it's nothing compared to the real world.
Nope.
Mm.
We see that
like
way.
dead ass.
We see with Ace and Shelly.
like for real. There's nothing compared to the real world to that villa. Like we got real life problems. Okay. So that's how I feel.
What's
I
the
don't care who it
definition?
is.
So situation, what's the definition for the people in the chat?
Right.
Situationship. Let's get to it. So,
Here,
I'm listening.
you been in a relationship before?
A
Pierre?
situationship?
Yeah, you. Have you been one?
We call it F with B's. FWB. Friend with benefits.
ah,
I have that. A
absolutely.
situationship though?
FWB.
The only
in
situation I know is Mike Serentino from Jersey Shore.
So a situationship is a romantic or sexual connection that lacks a formal title, clear boundaries, or a long-term commitment. It functions like a relationship in terms of intimacy and affection, but exists in relationship limbo because both parties avoid explicitly defining what they are.
Limbo is crazy.
Maybe it is clear that. Maybe that is clear.
No, that limbo.
What they explain is exactly what they just talked about. Maybe that is what they is. I didn't know. Situation to me, I thought situation was y'all are together, but y'all still sleeping with other people. But knowing that that's your man at the end of the day. I'm not doing that because somebody tried to do that with me one time. I said you're not. We was friends with benefits, but he wanted to turn into a situationship, but he still wanted to sleep. You're not going to be sleeping with me and sleeping with somebody else. Because if you give me something, I'm going to
unalive you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't play that.
Feel you.
I don't play that
shit.
You. So yeah, so I'm never in no situation. I was friends with benefits because I ain't trying to be in a relationship and I'm just trying to get my rocks off. And that's all fine and dandy, but I had to end it because it gets too messy. But situationship, maybe Kata, maybe they are. Dang.
I think Kata was thinking about it the same way Pierre just explained it, as far as let's, see how we interact. Let's see how my mom feels about you. Let me see if my dog likes you. Because remember, she's a dog lady and he's a cat man. So I don't even know if they discussed how that's going to work out. As far as her future planning, I feel like she's thinking about all of that. As far as Zach, I think he wants to get to his phone first to see what, because I feel like he cares more what we think than he cares what Kata think. This man was sitting in bed curled up in a ball before Bryce went in there to slap some sense into him, thinking about, I think America hates me, like I don't know what else to do, like the scheme that Zach set up is not working anymore.
No, somebody
really
said that
anymore.
They felt like they showed their hand with them playing to get to the end and to get America's winnings with the money, because they were like shocked about them not being liked by America versus them, caring just about if they like each other like that anymore. That's a good point. Very good point. Now,
and
Kinsley,
I feel like, okay, let's say America didn't vote and it was based on how they felt everything was gonna go. Zach and Kata, can we really say that they're favorited but amongst the Islanders?
No.
No.
To me, Sincere and Mel are more favorited amongst the Islanders.
Why?
Trinity and Bryce are the number one. They, to me, are king and queen of the island. Okay? Island.
Why not Sincere? Miss PYT, let me ask you something. Women. Pierre, you can hop in if you want to. So you see your girl, you see me, and I'm crying every day about this man not treating me right. You see him kissing and getting his bottom lip sucked on somebody else. Would you tell me to stay with that man, or you tell me to slap some sense to me and tell me to leave? Because Melly ain't got no real friends. That's bothering me. Would you do that if you was in the villa, telling that she maybe need to give him a chance, sincere chance, because he's changing?
Absolutely not. That's a demon. You're not giving Sinister any more chances. Like, I feel like I would literally tell her, like, girl, the way Trinity started at Casa Amor, I wish that, like, she would have, at least, even if she wasn't feeling it internally for her and Bryce's situation, she would have continued to cheerlead the girls on. Like, man, F those boys over there. Come on. We got some good fish in front of us. Like, get up on your big foot, ladies. Like, I wish you would have kept doing that so that we can kind of sort of, because like at the beginning I was just like, yes, Trinity, get knock some sense into these girls, and then she just stopped and started sleeping outside and turning into
I'm not
Sleeping outside is
outside.
crazy.
I'm not
snuck
sleeping
aside,
outside.
and it kind of ruined it. So I feel like Parmita literally has been the only person, literally the only person to look at her. And honestly, you as far as the men go, you can only blame Sincere for that, because the wool was over everybody's eyes for one. When it comes to the Casa girls, he only the thing about the Casa girls, Parmita, like I said, Parmita was the only one to be able to speak some sense into her. The rest of them didn't even last in the house long enough to tell her anything. I think when it came to Amora, I was hoping she would divulge more, but she didn't. When it came to Melanie and Soul, I wish they would have had that heart to heart, but remember, Sincere intercepted that and made sure
Right.
they didn't sit together. So I feel like there was no other way except for by way of that. And I'm hoping that Melanie takes that into account, that like that is the case, but I doubt she will. I feel like she did call it, like she said that, what Parmita said is something that a friend would, but I don't think she's really letting the girls know, like, y'all are not holding me accountable. Like, why is it that y'all want me to stick to this man that clearly y'all probably wouldn't even stick
But
to
she kind of
after
did
watching?
though at one point. Remember, she had said, Naya said, "Of course, I want you to forgive him," and Melanie said, "Why do you want me to forgive him?" So she kind of is, but she's still like playing into it as well. But at least she's trying
Mm.
kind of saying like, "Why do you guys want me to forgive him so bad?" And then the voting ain't helping it either with them
Right.
keeping her together, because they're probably thinking maybe they
Oh,
do.
America loves us. And that, to me, I feel like when it comes to the girls, right? Before movie night, I could understand them being delusional. After
Yeah,
movie night, y'all just setting this girl up for failure. Y'all literally have seen what
exactly.
he does and how much he lies and the beloved, all of that stuff. He's a manipulator. So for y'all to have
Right.
seen that footage in 4K, 5K, because that's a big ass screen, and y'all still chose to keep pushing, oh, I'm Team Sincere, I don't care. It's crazy.
Right.
So that's how I feel like before movie night, I feel like, okay, like the girls are not seeing certain things. So I understand why, of course, they're like, oh, you're being a little paranoid. Don't let it get to you. Da, da, da. But after that, they're still saying that. That's when y'all saw the sister, Melanie's sister, spoke up, was like, them girls are not her friends because why they keep pushing my sister on this demon.
The sister's there for family
I
day.
need
The sister
Melanie's
needs to
sister
be
to
in there tomorrow.
come.
Let
I
me
hope
know.
she's there
I
right
hope her
now.
sister be
Family
like,
Day is going to be very interesting.
like, get away from him. She's gonna be like Hennessy and Cardi B's sister.
Right?
Yes.
Get away from him,
Don't touch
okay?
him.
You understand? Get away from him.
Right.
Oh, don't play with Sincere. We don't like him no more. I'm trying to say, she's
Exactly.
from New York. No, she's from Philly. How does Phillies talk? How do your silly Philly bitches talk?
They'd be like, get this young bull, get this you young
Yeah.
bulls, get this young bull away from him. He's a young bull.
So you said that they're not gonna last Melanie Sincere. Do you think it's gonna be an on again, off again, or she just gonna completely cut
I
off?
think that sister is going to cuss Melanie the clean the fuck out. Like, you dumb, like, what's wrong with you? Look, you look crazy as hell. You lost all
Yeah.
weight. You
She
don't
said
even
the
look the
mama's
same no
gonna like
more.
him. She said her mama's gonna like him. Didn't she say that? Didn't Melanie say her mama's gonna like Sincere?
She basically said her mom is more optimistic than,
Girl,
Mm-mm.
your mama's a dumb broad if that's the case. Because my mama don't play about me because I'm the only
That
child.
sister, I'm telling you, is going to, like, she's gonna, like, because she's really not happy. So she's gonna make sure Melanie gets an earful. So I don't think
I
that's
feel
gonna
like,
last.
though, okay, so of course this is my first season. Does what the family members are doing on social media, does that, like, do you think production is like taking like that into consideration? What they see is the stance that they're taking as far as which family member they invite.
Oh yes, I don't
Yeah,
think they're gonna invite anybody that has hostile feelings
yeah. Casey's mama
against.
and Anaya's mama have
So
been
Casey
screaming
mama,
for.
I don't think gonna be there. Anaya mama ain't gonna be there because she got. What did
You
you
need to
say
see
about my
Naya's
son?
dad. You need to see Naya's dad, this NBA player. I need to see that.
Finger in face.
Do
He's
y'all watch
upset.
Jazz Moms? That
He's
was the scene,
upset.
right? there was a choreographer, his name was Anthony, and his mom had confronted Abby Lee. And then she was like, and I'm going to confront you about my son. And then
about my
you see that?
son.
Did you know
I
what
see that. I love Nan's mom. He was like,
That was Aunt Mom. Right. She was like, about my mother's son. She was, I think it wasn't Abby, it was Jill. It was Jill.
She said,
it was Jill.
You don't disrespect a man like that. And I can
right.
Too.
I can get in your face too. I miss on reality TV. Let me tell you, reality TV used to be so else. It's like the same no more, child. I'm telling you, the drama used to be so good. We used to key off of just a dialogue. Now they gotta score with the entertainment.
Because the dialogue was so funny on
the dialogue. And Jill was scared for her life.
Jill does not know how to fight. Jill will say, but Jill is scared. She was like,
Jill was so scared. She thought that nigga was gonna suck her
I
out, girl.
I know her breath will smell like cigarettes. Because
I can get in your face too. That's so funny. I love the fact that you knew exactly what I was talking about, Kanye. I love you for that.
Yeah, I still binge watch Dance Mom.
I love Dance Mom.
Older, not the newest season, the oldest season.
Yeah, no, the older seasons. When Abby was there, that's the real Dance Mom.
Christy and Kelly was still there. When Christy and Kelly were there, those were the golden
season 1 through like 4 were like the golden ages. And then after that, it kind of was like,
well, Kelly slapped the shit out of Abby, so she had to
right. Oh man, I could get in your face too. Okay, now we end up seeing Kenzie and Dylan end up making up. Okay, she ends up coming back when they had this challenge, not this challenge, but where they had the girls kind of get away for a little bit from the guys, and she came back refreshed. She's like, I went away. And although I didn't explore, I'm really sorry for what I did to you. And I feel like I want to be together with you. And they had this whole peace treaty situation. To me, it was kind of BS to me. Like, once again, I feel like Kenzie has a hard time taking accountability, and that's her problem.
Mm-hmm.
So
I kind of skipped through that scene. If we be honest, I skipped through Kenzie and Dylan's scenes.
Yeah, she basically apologized and felt like, she's a brand new woman now. Now that she done had a day away, barely.
Brand new woman. I don't understand how y'all. It's not like the UK Big Brother. They're in there longer than US Big Brother. So okay, maybe the person you were on day one is different. Just like how on Big Brother, did I say the UK Big Brother?
Yeah.
The UK Love Island. Oh Lord, UK Love Island films longer than Love Island US. So it's not like Big Brother, you're in there for 90 days, and then UK, you're in there for getting there 60 some plus days. So the person you were at the beginning may be different. You may have changed. You're only filming for a month. Like, you don't go through a change in a month, especially when you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like Kenzie, you literally did this with Gall and Dylan and Delon the night before movie night. That's how, and movie night. So what much change have you gone through in a week? Then the difference is, and people want to, like, I don't know if you guys been seeing this, they're trying to compare like Kenzie and KC situation. The difference is, I don't believe KC is a terrible person. He just, he went to Casa, he showed his ass, but he did acknowledge that what he did was wrong. He's not doing the same behavior. Kenzie keeps doing it over and over and over and over again. So that's the reason why I don't believe it. That's why I don't think her and Dylan gonna last outside in the villa. She's talking about some of her friends love Dylan, but it's like, honey, didn't you just say you wanted to be in LA? You want to have a farm? You want to do this and this and that? Which one is it, sweetheart? Like, what
She's
life?
Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter. That's what
shapeshifter is crazy.
But you bring Dylan home to your family. Like, I just want to see that. Like, they say, "Hi, this is my man Dylan. How y'all feel?"
I'm gonna bring Dylan to a boat.
What's within this boat? Like, first of all, I don't know how people be on boats.
It's really bad timing. She keeps bringing up this boat. I'm like, oh my god, like you
she don't
really
know,
need to stop. I know she don't know, but I'm like, that's mighty ironic.
No, for real.
Like, every time she said that boat, I just look at her like, bitch, I don't trust you.
And she from the country too. They don't make it no
right. Better. It makes it worse. Like, anyways, what are family expectations for y'all, or what y'all want? Of course, I want the mothers there as well, so we could get a moment,
like a Pam and Lyrica G moment.
Like this.
Oh, you found it.
So we could get a moment like this.
Right here,
Okay.
go.
Wait, wait. I gotta. Okay.
Oh.
Hold on.
Why that look like
Now we
Anaya
know
jumping
why
in
he
Casey's
is
face?
the way he is.
Oh,
And I can get in your face too.
Why bother?
Because I'm talking about my son.
Oh, get out of her face.
Get out of her face.
I know her breath is smelling like beer, 40s, and weed and cigarettes. I know her breath smelled like the ghetto.
Cause
bro.
I can get in your face too.
Coffee
Yeah,
That
breath,
moment did not
cigarette.
play.
She did
And
not,
my-
especially
coffee.
Your
with the
ass.
Afro Black Patsy. She didn't play neither, and I don't like how they
Yes.
say her. They trying to talk about some. Oh, she ghetto, but she literally, Christy.
They're one of the most successful. She's one of the most successful dancers out now. Her and Cameron.
Yeah,
They've danced for a bunch of
I didn't like how
celebrities.
they was trying to keep saying how she was ghetto and everything like that. When Christy literally act just like her, it's just that she's
Right.
white, and y'all don't see
Exactly.
that. It's entertaining to y'all. I didn't like how they kept doing her. Like she was especially
Even when Christy Ray mom came, they tried to make her seem like she was so extra and all that. And all she did was speak her mind. They tried to make it seem like she was so violent.
They was
Now I
scared
will
to
say
take
though, she
away.
was on that timing though, no shade.
Well, she was on that, and she's a bodybuilder too. Do you see her?
She was so strong. Remember when she had pushed up on Yvette?
Yeah, she was like, "Get out, Yvette." I was like,
Those were the days. Like I'm telling you, reality TV was so good some years ago. It was just so entertaining. Like
but we got
it was
canceled.
so
culture.
entertaining.
People like the only thing you can get away doing it is Zeus Network, but
It's
'cause you
just
can't-
squabbles, so
yeah,
it's
but
not
you
even
can't
that
get canceled
entertaining.
on
Yeah, it's
Zeus.
not the
They
same.
would have been canceled Summer for the Emmett Till comment.
Yeah.
which any other network, but Zeus and now to see if you can get away with stuff like that. But
Bravo would have had her head on a stick.
Yeah, for
Peacock
sure.
got rid of her. MTV would have gotten rid of her. Like that's why Summer can't go nowhere else because of that comment and other stuff that she says. But it's just cancel culture, and people always trying to cancel people. Fans are so flip floppy; they don't know what they want. It's never gonna be how it used to be. Like we never gonna go back to the Flavor of Love days, y'all. The Lot of Money days, the Bring It days. We ain't gonna get back to none of those days, which is so sad. But back to the show. Family Day. I need Melanie's sister there. Melanie's sister need to be there because I need to see if she gonna confront Sincere. Because I need that. I need the Philly to come out when Melanie's sister come. I don't know how her sister is in real life, but hopefully she's that same energy.
Hopefully she's a silly Philly girl.
She better be a silly biatch.
Silly Philly or getting rid of the young bulls.
I don't really care to see Kenzie's parents because I don't care about Kenzie because Kenzie and Dylan are not gonna last. So I don't care to see how they take to Dylan. I don't care. Anaya, I don't know if we need her mom, but we need to see her dad because he's the NBA player. I wonder if he's gonna come on here and if he's gonna confront KC.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
I like how you made my daughter cry.
Yeah, like, do we know, like, aside of Casey's mom, like, does anybody else in Casey's family come out and spoke for him, like a sister or something like that?
I knew, as far
Just
as I
his
know, a lot of his
homeboys.
friends have
Family
been very
members last season
supportive.
was talking. Family members last season was always online talking.
Oh yes, but he has a lot of friends that have come out and support him, not because of the whole TT. Hey, I'm TT, but in the beginning of the season, they were like, "Oh, he's a good guy." Da, da, da.
Yeah, I don't think Casey's a bad guy at all. Just that I've been saying this so many times. It's like I feel like the reason why he acted the way he did in Casa is because he really couldn't explore and do much with Anaya in the villa. Because, like he said, if he tried to talk to anybody else, she would start crying and start pulling him away. So he literally was free, which I like. Because I don't think we talked about TT and Casey being called girlfriend and boyfriend. Well, again, it kids a little soon, but I don't mind it because with TT and Casey, they are so compatible. He said when he talks to her, it feels like home, and I can see that. She lets him be goofy. Anaya didn't let him do that.
Yes.
And she matches his energy, which I know because Naya really didn't match his energy, at least from
At
what we
all.
saw.
That's why he felt like they didn't have nothing in common.
Yeah, he can be serious because it's times where he's not joking so much. He can be serious, he can be goofy. She matches it, and she gonna stick by her man, which I don't know why that's such a problem. Like you ain't gonna talk to my man crazy, and I'm sitting right here. She said I'm gonna stick beside him, and I can't be mad at that. And you know what? If they are able to come around and win the season,
come back.
I'm gonna be mad about that. But I need them in the final four. I swear, I'm not gonna watch this finale if it's gonna be Melanie and Sincere, Kata and Zach, Bryce and Trinity, and Carl and Anaya. At least Casey and TT need to be in there. I don't care who else is not in there, but Casey and TT need to be in at least that final four. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch a finale and it's Kata and Melanie in there with their men. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Not them both together. I can only take, if I gotta take one of them, I guess I gotta bring Kata because I refuse to have Melanie and Sincere in the finale because they shouldn't even be there.
Facts. I agree. Now let's talk about social media.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a lot of stir going up on a lot of drama. Okay, first we're gonna talk about DDG, and to me, DDG, you're an ignorant. Oh, okay.
I
He
never
went
watched
on the record and basically said it's gay for men to watch Love Island alone because it's soft core. Let's take a look.
Huh?
You feel me? And I miss those feelings. I miss them feelings of laying down. Like I haven't watched Love Island. You know why? Because I ain't got nobody to watch it with. And I think it's gay to watch Love Island by yourself. If you're and you're watching Love Island solo, you might be bisexual. Might be. Because that's like damn near soft PORN. And you just sitting in that watching motherfuckers kiss each other. It's a little bisexual. You feel me? You might as well go on Twitter. But me, like, I want to watch Love Island. I want to finish the season. I want to go to the movies and see the newest movie.
To me, this is so ignorant. And the reason why is because what's the difference between a straight man watching Love Island by themselves than a straight man watching hardcore corn by themselves? Is it the hardcore corn worse than watching Love Island? Because some of the episodes do not all the time include things of sexual nature. And furthermore, that means if that's the case, a lot of your following DDG is pose, and they're gay too. Because what straight man is watching a whole bunch of straight men on live, sitting down, watching Adrian Broner and Dina Gray slapping each other on the butt and fooling around and groping each other up? That's a little gay to me, if you ask me. So I feel like that was, to me, very ignorant because it's a form of entertainment. It's a reality show. So that means men who watch Flavor of Love that were straight, they're all gay too.
Yeah.
That was a form of entertainment too, and that was a love show. And that was an ugly mother Flavor Flav. That they was lusting after.
Y'all.
I mean, my God. At least they're watching people that are attractive. What do y'all think?
This PYT question. Let me detour before we talk about that. Would you willingly go on TV and kiss Flavor Flav?
For the plot.
No.
Not for the money, like for say I'm gonna give you 10 grand if you gotta kiss this ugly man.
Only 10?
Yeah. We're talking about MTV early years. They ain't had that much money to give them.
You're right. Okay, we think about back then budgets. It would still have to be double that for me because that man is ugly. Like, you know how you can look at somebody and think and kind of smell what their breath smell like? Like, I don't know. Like, it gives rancid. Like, I don't know. I don't think I can do it for the plot.
Oh, geez. But DDG, like, I just don't understand, like, because isn't he kind of contradicting himself? Because, like, okay, you're telling me guys, because I know plenty of men who watches that stuff by themselves. So
it's a love show.
No, not Love Island. I'm talking about the adult content he's speaking.
Right.
It's like, doesn't normally a lot of people do that to get their rocks off? I'm pretty sure you do that. But does that make you right? So what's the difference? Like, I don't understand. He's talking some seeing people kiss. Well, it's a dating show. It's a love show. I would suspect there's going to be some kissing on there. No.
That part.
So I think he's just talking about his ASS, and I don't even know why he's speaking out this DDG. Like, I've never been a fan of DDG because he's always been corny to me. But like dudes that say ignorant stuff like that, you probably should shut up. You probably should shut up.
Yeah, that was to me. So when I saw that headline, I'm like, this man really saying that, like, as if you don't have a whole bunch of male followers that follow your every move. That, like, to me, it's a little bit more gay if you're following another man's constant move on a social media platform a la Twitch and all of that and keeping up with them and what they're up to. That to me gives fan homoerotic behavior versus you watch a reality show about couples, straight couples at that.
Straight couple, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, Zach and Bryce is questionable, but still.
Well, they're not closed off. They're still open. Now, the next social media thing I wanted to get into really quick is Jeremiah. Congratulations to him. He is going to be a part of Kai Cenat Streamer University. Okay, it's the first Islander to make it up under there. Okay, so shout out to Jeremiah.
You know what I'm confused about with this whole Streamer University thing?
Yeah.
Okay, wasn't Streamer University originally supposed to be for small streamers to get their?
And that's why it didn't apply.
Why is Lizzo and Dream Dog, like, why all these people at Streamer University?
Lizzo.
Yeah,
Lizzo is an instructor, but Dream Doll is a student, and Sky Jackson is a student, if I'm not mistaken. So I agree.
Careers are in the toilet, basically, because all three of their careers in the toilet.
Pretty much.
Lizzo, that last album, we don't want to talk about that themselves, sweetheart. But I'm just confused. I thought streaming universe was supposed to be for people who was not known. So it's for people that's known. And they turn it into the Zeus auditions. Like, what's the point of having auditions? You're just gonna get well-known people. Good for Jeremiah. I'm not trying to like knock his hustle, but you already got a platform and clout from Love Island. So I don't understand why you want university, because you got all these branded. He still models and everything like that. So why do you need to be part of streaming university? Just to bring way more clout when you was on the #1 reality show.
Facts. What bothered me about the reveal too was like it was a lot of people with like huge names. So I'm just like,
Pierre, you probably could have slithered through there.
No, he don't like bloggers.
He don't like bloggers?
Mm-mm.
Isn't
there were like 2 bloggers that went. Messy Maj went, Armand went, and like. But here's the thing though, people think it was their fault, and I hate the fact that people think it's their fault because it's not. The first streamer university that they had a girl there. I guess she was a blogger or something. He removed her up out of there when he found out. So people think it's like their fault. It's not their fault. I hope people know that. Like, he does not want bloggers there in general.
What's the thing against bloggers? Like,
I don't know. I guess he think we're gonna like come back and spill tea and be like, but it's like, girl, it's not that deep. Mind you, it's plus it's all streamed, so it's like, I don't know, but it is what it is. Like, I just feel like it's not smart to count on one person to level up your life. Like, you should never do that, in my opinion. Like, you gotta be creative and hardworking enough to make it off the strength of your own back. Do not ever rely on one nigga or one to put you on and all of that. That's why a lot of these Zeus girlies, one day they're gonna have a rude awakening when it's all said and done, because they've been relying on that one source and that one person, the Pepper and the Miss Nunn, to make them big stars. And then when it's all crash and burn, they're not gonna pick up the phone no more. It's over.
Like the people that was quitting, what's that girl that said she used her rent money to go to streaming university? Said, honey, so you didn't get picked and you about to be on the
street. The girl who got the bus down from Tay, did she get picked?
Girl, Erica Tay is not cheap.
Girl, you wasted all that money for nothing. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's saying like, but yeah, streamer, like it's basically turned into like Zeus Network, and like you said, when Zeus goes crashing down, especially when Lemuel acting like P. Diddy, because we see where he at right now and how Bad Boys has never been. Well, Bad Boys has been over for P. Diddy and everything like that. It's like, I just don't understand when people who already got platforms. I understand like how it is right now in the industry. It is really, really hard and everything, but it is people out here who is struggling. I really feel like they still should have stuck to having small content creators, people who are not known, build it from that way. Like having people like Sky Jackson, who should be a phenomenal, who should be where Zendaya is in her acting career right now, and Sky Jackson, you and your life decisions and everything like that. It's not our fault that you decided to have a baby with a bump.
No shade.
And then Lizzo, it's not our fault.
Let's talk about it.
Lizzo, it's not our fault that you decided to lose all this weight and now you the op to the fat bitches. No one told us that. Sorry, to the fat group.
Now I don't think that's the case, but
no, that's the reason why no one listens to her no more, because she's a.
No, I feel like, my opinion, what went wrong with her in regards to social media is she kept talking about Nicki and other things that had nothing to do with her music on her press runs, and people, I don't think, like that, because they felt like, what the heck does that have to do with you making music and all that stuff? So I think I
feel like it was already downhill before the Nicki stuff, because like we ain't heard
the lawsuit didn't help, because some people didn't believe it.
Last hit she had was About Damn Time, and that was what, 2022, 2023. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, yeah, it's just like, I just really wish they still would have stuck to just keeping it small content creators. That's what I feel like, because I'm not a streamer and I don't tend to, because you gotta be committed, and I
very
can't
consistent.
Yeah, and I said, but I just feel like they felt like probably should have did it. But I mean, congratulations to them. Hopefully, if they do Streaming University 3, Pierre, you go there and just don't act a fool at them all day.
Hopefully he changed the rule or something. I don't freaking know. Now, next I want to get into is Adraina. Adraina ended up getting caught up by a content creator named Nate. Okay, now this is what happened, y'all. So I'm breaking down the story. There were rumblings of after Shelly unfollowed Adraina and Ace, which is the season 7 cast members, because people thought, oh, Ace had dealings with Adriana, allegedly, right? So a content creator decided to, I guess, I don't know how they got Adriana's number, but they got in contact with Adriana. He recorded a phone call, basically asked Adriana, what is going on between you and Shelly? Why did she unfollow you? And did you sleep around with Ace? And child, she spilled all the beans. She said she never slept with Ace. And Shelly did ask her, like, hey, did you sleep? Are you in my man? Like, she was asking her that. She denied it and all that stuff. And she said it got a little bit weird and said that Clark, oh yes, I choose Clark, was the one that was trying to set them up together.
But why Andrea?
Mind you, Clark is supposed to be a good homegirl
to Shelly.
Of Shelly.
But maybe Shelly
followed them bitches too.
No more. But maybe Shelly didn't care about Ace no more, so they probably said, "Okay, well, let's."
But it's girl code, and
girl
I ain't
code
even a girl.
Girl code don't exist no more.
So what is it now?
I don't know, cause I ain't part of no girl code. I ain't got
no, like it's to me. That's girl code. Like she didn't. She said she didn't do it. She denied it. So of course it's all alleged. She said she never slept with him. She never messed with him and all that. Ace did post and reply to that and posted Michael Jackson saying, it was all a lie. And, it was all a lie. They're making this all up. They're making this all up. As none of it is true. None of it is true. Okay? Right here. None of it is true.
None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie. It's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
They lie. I'm gonna start using that. I'll clip it that. There's shade. I like that. Okay. So yeah, he did reply back jokingly or whatever about that whole situation.
Ace is short, and Andrea standing next to him look like she can be his auntie, and she can step on him. So Ace can't even handle all that. No way. So I didn't believe for a second that they gave him.
I don't know.
She'd give Taylor the cheeks before Ace. I don't think Ace can handle all of Andrea.
How you know he don't got a big cane down there?
He's short.
The shorter they are, the reach goes far.
Well, that's not my case because I've been with a short guy and his name was and I didn't do nothing with it. I laughed. I was like, no.
No, Kaya.
I did.
Dead ass?
I dead ass. I said that. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
You laughed at it.
I was like, nope. He said, like, one of my friends said, why would you do that? I said, because I'm not the people. I can't fake it. I can't fake the funk.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with a Vienna sausage?
You don't like a little pig in a bang?
No. No.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. Now, also, one last thing I wanted to get into, y'all, is the amount of. Oh no! Before that, no, it's a few more things. The Ace thing is not Ace, but the KC thing is gonna be the last thing. But Amore ended up getting a little bit of backlash because in her photo dump, she posted Sincere, squeezing her face, okay, while he's cheesed up. Sincere's such a liar. He don't even look the same in the picture. Y'all know what I'm saying? He look like a different nugget.
What's the lie in the picture?
You know what I'm saying? That don't even look like Sincere in the picture. That looks like his name Promise. Like, that don't even look like him. That's how much of a liar he is. Things like that. Do you feel like it's disrespectful to do if he's still coupled up with Melanie in the villa?
No, because
not necessarily. They had a connection. They chose to kind of sort of. She said she didn't want to beat a dead horse about it. She said she didn't want to beat a dead horse in regards to it. So it's like, imagine you had an experience. You went to Fiji.
Right.
You can't even spell. We can't even spell Prague. They went there.
No, for real though.
And they come back and have a couple little memorabilia by way of pictures. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I don't see
that
nothing.
Is hilarious.
It's those Melanie fans who like Melanie so much and want her, Melanie, and Sincere together. So they don't like it. Like how people didn't take the soul trying to talk to us, Sincere. It's always like those toxic ones. But I'm thinking like I said earlier in the after show, if y'all Melanie fans love her like y'all say y'all do, why do y'all want her with somebody that makes her cry, that lies and hurts her? It's only the Melanie fans that don't like that. I'm pretty sure if this was anybody, if this was probably like a nah, not Bryce, because they Trinity people would get on her. Who was somebody that's not locked down? It was Caleb. If she had took a picture with Caleb, no one been saying nothing like this. But they don't like that she posted because of Sincere, and they have this idea in their head that they want Melanie and Sincere to be together. That's all it is. Her being in the villa and her time in the villa. They just read too much into it. Like, I don't get that. And over Sincere of all people.
Yeah, I think they're reading too much into that. Now, if Soul posted it, now I'd have been like, "Girl, what you doing? You trying to be spicy? You trying to
Right.
fish up for after?"
No, that would have been a
Sincere, though. Amore didn't go off on Sincere like Soul did. That would be different.
Right.
She whipped his ass from Rooter to the Tutor. Okay.
Right.
But I don't see nothing wrong. Amore and him didn't really end off on bad terms. She kind of saw who he was. When someone show you who they are, believe them. And she was like, I'm good. She probably can be friends with the dude, but she ain't gonna be with Sincere. I don't think no girl should want to watch Sincere on TV and think I want to be in a relationship with him. And if you do, you stupid like Nevaeh and the rest of the circus of Blueface people. That's
right.
What it is.
Speaking more of last season tea, y'all, it looks like Taylor was caught in a compromising situation with another girl who's not Clark. Because, you know, I choose Clark. He chose Clark. Well, it didn't look like he chose her in this clip.
Wait, what did he do?
As you can see, it looks like, I don't know, he's having some interaction with the girl. They decided to, like, I guess, sort of like expose him or something like that. Fans, they're being a little skeptical, accusing him of cheating. It doesn't look to me incriminating, but y'all know how the Love Islander fans do.
They felt like, I just feel like no one should really be caring about what Taylor and Clark is doing. Let them, like, to me, that's just only me. It seems like they are still very, very, very solid. But you know, whenever they see the guys out, like what they did with Brian, how they thought he was cheating, how he literally was just talking to a girl, like, oh my God, Brian's cheating on Amaya. They do this all the time. Like, y'all, calm down, get a life, okay? Unless see him kiss, unless he's actually kissing somebody, that's different.
Oh, Vita Dawn said that girl is literally holding into his arm. Ooh.
Go Taylor's one of the girls, Loki.
And then one second until last thing before we get into this KC situation. Charlie defended his brother Zach's decision to make things exclusive in the villa instead of becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. Now he said, I don't think it's a mature decision to be exclusively dating rather than label yourself boyfriend and girlfriend. Because look at me and Hannah. Before you leave into the outside world, being in the villa is a manufactured and completely surreal environment to the outside world. Dating on the outside already has its complications for many people, not amplified for the cast, as it's about to be very intense for them all, and they have no clue how it will be to adjust in the real world as a couple right now. Fuck you, Hannah. Imagine if you said that. What do y'all think? Do y'all feel like, we talked about this earlier, the exclusive versus boyfriend and girlfriend situation? I agree with it. Like, I agree with Charlie. You should not, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's KCTT. I don't care if it's Anna Carl. I don't care if it's Sincere Melanie. Y'all should not be saying boyfriend and girlfriend in that villa. That's why when Trinity and Bryce did what they did, I was like...
You weren't gagging?
I wasn't gagging. I was gagging at the smell. Let me stop. That's from Drag Race. I don't know if y'all watch.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't disagree with it. I feel like it's how it was presented. I feel like the secondhand embarrassment of Trinity, like hearing her friends say, guess what? Me and Zach are exclusive. And just waiting for some sort of reaction outside of the one that she gave kind of sucked, because it's one of those things where it's just like, y'all were already exclusive. Y'all said the words that we were closed off, but in how y'all were moving, y'all weren't open. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's one of those things where, like, it's like y'all are already doing something and you're acting as if saying it out loud makes a difference when it really doesn't. You get what I'm saying? I feel like what Zach should have did was, instead of giving an unofficial title to their unofficial situationship, is what we gonna call it, because that's what it is. I think he should have went more so like, look, I want you to be my girlfriend, but I want to do it the right way. Therefore, you and I are, we're gonna put right now our title is we're dating, we're exclusive, it's whatever you want to call it, but as soon as we get out into the real world, I'm looking forward to making you my girl. I think if he went that route, then I would have believed it more, because how he did it was just like, how do you feel about being exclusive? Let's just be exclusive. And his track record of pissing me off made that like reason number 10,000 for me to
Mm,
not like him even more, as far as him, as much as he's been playing with her face. It felt like he was playing with her face even more. I don't
right.
want to believe that that's the case, but that's what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah. And one last thing, we have KC. Okay. KC got shaded by Disney Channel by the whole
Mm.
KC undercover recently.
Ooh,
And said, here, there's another KC that lives a secret double life. Now, a
let's-
lot of people, including some of us, feel as all of us actually feel as if like he's been getting a lot of backlash online unwarranted.
one thing I gotta say is because I literally was binge watching Casey Undercover. Ooh, when danger comes
I
to
never
you.
watched it.
You never watched that's Zendaya's last show before she left. I
I'm telling
love
you, the moment Disney started getting
getting too white.
girl, I'm
But
just
when they
like
got started what? When they start getting?
it started getting to like nice, friendly cookie cutter. Like back then, they
Oh,
used to talk about racism. Y'all remember when That's So Raven, she had got the job, and she was like, "We don't hire black
Black
people."
people.
Like,
Yes, and
We
remember the
hire
fat
black
episode as
people.
well, where they were
so
kind of
kids are
body shaming
aware,
her.
so they don't end up like Noah or Nolan. I'm tripping, Nolan. Go ahead.
But actually they kind of I would say that I know what you're talking about. That era we talking about when like That's a Raven and Hannah Montana went off, they started getting too nice because again there's too canceled. But I heard like the newer Disney Channel when I stopped watching, they did talk about trans and vaping, like the red That's a Raven
Oh, like
spin.
smoking and stuff like that.
Yeah, like her son got caught with a vape. So it's like and then they also talked about having gay couples on there, which they didn't do back then. So
They
they
talk
did
about racism.
that. I don't know because that's the new Disney Channel. I don't watch it. I just know that they did talk about, they did have a queer person on a Disney TV show, which they wouldn't have done when we was watching it growing up.
Yeah, that's
So they
true.
did try to
Okay.
move into it. So I do get what you're talking about. But the reason I watched it because that was Zendaya's last project before she left. And I love Zendaya down. That's my queen. Y'all can never make me hate her. But I love that show. You really gotta, you can just go back and binge watch it. It's because it's about a black family, so we can relate and everything like that. But do you guys think it was like really them shading, or they were just trying to be funny? Because some people, they've been shading Kenzie and her splits, all these people.
I feel like they were trying to gain clout off of the situation, but I feel like in the moment that they did it, it was so heated and heightened at the time. So I feel like they could have waited.
Yeah, I kind of see. I do can see how people kind of feel like it's like, because I don't know. Did Disney ever shade Sincere?
There's nothing to shade him on. What they gonna shade him on? Shade him with. He's not
Well,
related to anything. Aladdin, like.
When Jake lied to cheated on Miley, cheated on him.
Oh, better yet, I know.
Which one?
You're right. They could have did this. They could have been like, looks like somebody's sincere.
No, but they could have done on Hannah Montana when Jake had cheated on Miley. They could have done that.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe Zach really give a damn. Like I said before, I feel like he cares more about the opinion of the public. And now that they've been voted in the bottom two, like he's in his head about like how we feel and how we're, viewing him or whatever the case may be. So I think that he does not want to put a title right now, but felt forced to do something, and hopefully that's like would help to kind of sort of enhance how we look to him. But I feel like him doing that made him look worse, because you're forcing something that we didn't ask you to force. Like we could have did good without you faking that title. You could have just did good with, kind of sort of just letting her know, like, look, we know what we got. Let's just build towards that. We're gonna be together for the long haul. We're gonna be together, you know. I'm gonna take you to meet my cat in the UK and all that good stuff, rather than, you know, being like, you know what, let's just be exclusive. And
Brittany
I don't
couldn't.
understand why Kata couldn't look at him in the face and be like, but we already are. Like, I don't know
But
why
Zaga, we're
she act,
together.
the uglier Sincere is getting every episode, the stupider Kata is getting every
No,
episode.
for real.
And
Maybe
it's
she used to have the brain at the beginning of the season until she got with Zach. Because remember, she was making sense at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
I think the longer she's been in there, the more she's kind of gotten like dirt. And Anaya, well, I don't know what Anaya's getting. She got a new wig. Did we talk about her new wig?
Yes.
I'm glad because that
Her and Trinity look like sisters.
because, and I like Anaya. If you really, because that was Trinity's wig, so you really came to this villa with one wig, diabolical. Because
That is so diabolical.
like, I literally have a wig that's kind of like
Girl.
that, but I don't wear. I wasn't wearing it every day like Anaya was. But when curly wigs like that, when it gets dried up, and it don't seem like that's like kind of real human hair, because even if that was the good hair, it shouldn't have been getting dry like that. You wonder how it was sitting up when she would stay down? That thing was stiff and it would not move.
no,
I
during
was like,
karaoke
Anaya,
night.
take that crunchy dry wig off your head, please. And she did, and the new one, whoever she had looked really good on her. Because Anaya, I did not want to see her with that wig on for the finale. I was gonna scream. And it's like, honey, your dad is an NBA player and you come with a silver spoon and you only brought one wig to this villa. I should slap you right now. Girl, you need to have at least 5 to 6, 7 wigs in there, okay? Okay?
Yeah,
Her
no,
mama
that
need
the
if
fact
her
that she
mom
brought
comes,
down
she
one
needs to bring
wig,
a suitcase full.
and I feel bad for Nia because her wig started to stand towards the end. Chat. I
It
said,
was
"Oh,
standing.
mama."
It would look good in the beginning because they was doing all
It
those
was
shines,
like this.
doing all the product in her hair. Someone said she needed to moisturize it. I said, but the thing is, with curly wigs like that, they're not meant to be worn and doing the activities that Anaya is doing. That's why I was getting dry over time. It didn't matter how much she could put product in it as much as she wanted to, but over time it's gonna get dry and it's not gonna have a
Because they
flow.
put in cake, they put in
Slime,
butter,
slime,
Cake,
glue,
slime,
slime, all
glue.
that.
yeah, and that the wigs like that was not meant for stuff like this. That's why
But
she
you
needs
know
to
where
get
she messed up
multiple ones.
at? Sorry to cut you off. You
Oh,
notice
no,
whenever they did that cake slime, all of that,
Mhm.
Sincere put his bonnet on. Where was Anaya's?
Sincere make sure his hair don't get, and his hair is real. That's the thing.
Sincere the real baddie if we want to talk about it.
Sincere gonna make
Okay.
sure his curls stay good. Okay, that's why we need to put some Nair in his shampoo bottle and get it off because he lies when his hair is out. Yes, I'm flawed.
What's that man in the Bible where like they cut his hair and then something happened?
Samson?
Yes.
Now said.
Wait, what did he do? I think he had a lot of women or something, and they said when he cut his hair, he wasn't desirable. Is that not true? What's the story of Samson? Child? I remember that from Sunday school. I gotta see about that. I gotta look this up.
While we here, while you looking that up, can we talk about how Kata is literally heat damaging her hair? She literally flat on her hair before they went to the water park, got it wet, flat on it again that same day. It's like I feel like Kata hair is breaking off each episode because she has been putting heat to her hair every single day.
I thought I
Okay, they
saw a
said
picture.
Samson was a Nazarite, meaning he took a sacred vow to God that included never cutting his hair. This long hair was the visible symbol of his devotion and the source of his Superman strength. After his lover, Delilah, aka Melanie,
Hey there,
was
Delilah.
bribed by the Philistines to discover the secret of his power, she nagged him until he revealed his uncut hair was the key. While he was asleep, she had his head shaved, causing him to lose his strength. The Philistines captured and blinded him, forcing him into hard labor. See, that's what we need to do to Sincere.
So what about
They need to cut his hair in his sleep and force him into hard labor.
Yeah, what about Entangled when he cut her hair and her hair turned brown and she lost all her powers? Flower gleam and glow, let your power shine.
Right. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna start taking calls. Y'all know how we do it here. We're gonna add each other up as a group. Now the last episode of Love Island is going to be on Sunday. Okay, so are y'all down to do like a show on Sunday or not?
I think we should do it on Sunday while it's fresh and everything like that.
Because that'll be the last. That's the last hurrah.
Yeah, that's and then till the reunion, unless we're gonna do one for the reunion.
Right? No, we gotta do one for the reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all know it's gonna be Z. Okay. All right. What's going on, Damien? What's going on, Summer? What's going on, Dion? Make sure there's no cursing.
Where you
Yeah.
been, girl? Like you've been missing the last 2 episodes.
I know. For one, I've been asleep. Let me just leave it there. I've been asleep. I ain't got no
I have a
excuse.
question for everybody on this panel. Are y'all team Kuman, Chandler, and TT?
Who?
Kuman, Chandler,
That is
Casey's real name.
KC.
Casey's real name.
That's his real name.
You're not gonna
Casey
like
is
my
fine.
answer.
Oh, period. What they?
Oh, that's AI. That's AI.
Yes.
Oh,
Championship
okay. Because
winners.
I'm about to say when they take them. They cute,
When they
but
take
like
them.
I do like KC and TT. Like they're cute, but like I'm my hatred for men that act like that just it runs too deep and it's too big. So
Mm.
they
Yeah,
got
and my hatred for bird women goes too deep, so I'm Team Kim.